day. However, I have not been shopping. I usually do stay home on this day, but it is an excuse to wear some black and some very dark lipstick and have a little bit of fun with you guys. So I hope you all are doing great. I am doing just some special events today for this live stream. Today I'm actually open not only for doing personal questions, personal tarot readings. Those will come with a $10 minimum donation, guys. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I will put you on the list, and you can pay through PayPal. My link is right below in the description box, or through the super chat option on YouTube. And I am also doing a raffle. If we get enough people in here, I will be doing a raffle. The entry cost is $2. And the two things that I will be giving away today are the Witch's Familiar Oracle card set. This is an awesome little set. I will show you what it has in it in just a moment. And for those of you who are fans of my Spirit Animal Sunday readings, I'm going to be also raffling off the blue-footed booby pin. This is an adorable handmade pin that I came across on Etsy. It is enamel, and I think it's like a silvery metal that it's put on, but it's an enamel pin. It's really, really cute, guys. And if we don't get enough people, I know Krista's exclaiming over this, if we don't get enough people for the raffle, I'll do it another day. But I am asking for $2 to be entered into the bowl. I will put your name in there if you're interested, and then we will be drawing we'll be drawing names for the winners of these two, the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck and our beautiful little blue-footed booby pin. So those are the two things I will be giving away through the raffle. So I hope everyone is doing great out there. I don't know how busy or not it will be today because it is Black Friday and a lot of people are out and about shopping, or they're just resting from after the insanity of Thanksgiving. So I am going to be posting a lot of new videos this weekend. Yesterday I recorded my astrology forecast for December. It's very good. It's really exciting. A lot of good stuff coming up in it. So that I will be posting later tonight or tomorrow. Oh, Silver Star, hey hon, she's still at work. Yeah, a lot of folks have had to work today too. Yeah, that's been a thing. So I may go ahead and do like a collective reading just a little bit to get us kind of rolling and started tonight, because I don't know how many people will be around. Like I said, if I don't have enough people to enter the raffle tonight, we'll just roll it over to another regular live stream. Not that I'm really doing regular live streams these days. I'm not really doing them. But yeah, I decided to jump in here because I do have these items that I wanted to raffle off. So yeah, a lot of people are either at work, looking for work, things like that. So yes. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start out, guys. Let's do just a little collective reading. See what energies are with us today. And then we'll mention the raffle again. And like I said, so if you're interested in entering the raffle, it is $2 to win either the pin or the card deck. That will help me cover my shipping cost and the cost of the items. And also, if you're interested in a personal reading, those are $10 minimum donation. All right, Krista, your name is in there. You're going to win one of them. Do you want 2 tickets? Because you put your name in, you gave me $5, so that gets you 2. That gets you 2 tickets. Each ticket is $2. So I'll put your name in twice. I'll write you down. I haven't done any kind of giveaways or contest in a really long time. Just once. The extra is for stupid YouTube. funny. All right, Krista Goat. I'll put you in there. You're funny. I wonder if YouTube knows that we're calling them stupid. That's pretty funny. They're like, arr. All right, so you are entered, my darling. Thank you for that. Yes, so we will, if we don't pull it today, I'll pull it another day. I want enough people to be able to get a chance at those, because I know that people are going to be freaking out, like, over, especially this. I couldn't believe that I found that. Couldn't believe I found that. I've been hanging on to this for a while. I was like, you know what, one day I'm going to raffle that little guy off. All right, so let's see what we have today. It is a Friday. Friday is a love day, so it is very cute. I should also show off the cards. I'll do that after I do this collective read. It's a cute little animal card deck. They're both really adorable. I got myself one of those too. All right, so dear Spirit, dear ancestors, should we do just a general read, or should we do a general love read, because it is Friday, the day of love? I don't know. I could do either way. I'm good with both. I gotta get some nicer lights for my videos. I come up looking so yellow when it's like still light outside. It's very unusual. General love read. Got you, Krista. Let's do that. Since Friday is usually our love reading day anyway. All right. Let's see what we have got. Are there particular love cards that I could use? Yeah, I can use these little love oracle cards here. I will do that. All right. All right, dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, all past on loved ones, show us some love messages for the collective, please. What is going on in our love vibrations, relationship dynamics, anything that we are meant to see for our highest and best good, please? Wow. Okay, we've got fulfillment, action, and security. Wow. So I feel like right now, I think this actually speaks very strongly to the fact that Venus is in Capricorn, because these are all very Capricorn traits and motivations, right? Fulfillment, action, and security. I think as we start with fulfillment, that is all about bringing something to full circle. It tells you that you're really getting close to where you want to be when it comes to relationships or fulfilling something in love. But there has been patience, and for some of you, there may still be patience yet to come, because, you know, the fruit does not come to its fullness or its readiness until it is just right timing, right? So for those of you that feel like, nope, I'm still waiting, that is certainly part of this, but it doesn't mean that you don't take action simply because there is patience or certain steps involved. This definitely does take action. You have to make the first move sometimes. And, you know, Capricorn is a very strong sign of leadership, and that's where Venus is. I think for many of us, it's saying, well, you said you love someone, or they've said they love you. Capricorn is not satisfied with, you know, just talk. They want to see your actions. They want to see your words become reality. They want to feel like things are manifesting in a direct way that ends up with something tangible, that feeling of security, safety, stability, trust. And if those elements are not in that relationship, they will take a quick active walk. That's definitely Venus in Capricorn speaking to us right now. You know, that love is, and I said this, you know, in my video that I made yesterday about, you know, talking about Venus in Capricorn, you know, that is a big thing about, you know, it's like, don't tell me, show me. If you really love me, if you really want to be here for me, you've got to take action. You've got to show me the money or show me your actions. Show me something manifest that I can actually hold on to. So that to me is where, you know, we really are with love, and that is a long-term, you know, energy, because Venus is going to be in Capricorn until March. So guys, we're in that feeling for the long haul, and I do feel that, you know, love relationships that are meant to play out and meant to be will work through, right? They'll come through. Even though I think they're going to get very challenged. I don't think love is going to be easy. Don't think it's going to be easy at all. I think it's going to be extremely challenging over the next couple of months. Depending on your aspects in your personal chart will depend on how easy or how difficult that plays out. If you have Venus in Libra or Venus in Aries, it's going to be a lot harder, because those are going to be the most challenged signs from Venus in Capricorn. So yeah, stay tuned for more, because we'll certainly be talking about that in the weeks and months to come. Hey there, David. Good to see another Capricorn coming in here. All right, let's get a couple of souls lesson cards. Let's see what we have. What are the lessons that love is teaching us right now? What are the energies that we are all feeling? This is, again, a collective reading. So take what makes sense out of it for you. And yes, my Capricorns will be very affected by Venus in their own sign. Absolutely. I can certainly feel it for sure. Wow. Oh my goodness. Did I say it wasn't going to be easy? Did I say it was not going to be easy? These are some tough steps, but we got to take them. The first one is failure. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn. So we are really having to look, and other people are having to look at the places where maybe they have failed in their relationships or haven't been the strongest or been there the most for their loved ones. And instead, this is also to me a strong card. It's like, you know, forgiveness for that, right? Forgiving yourself for places that maybe you messed up or wanted to do better. Other people needing to forgive themselves as well, even if you've forgiven them. Wow. I like this next one is denial. You know, we got to work through denying that there's problems that need to be worked through. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Right? So I think that these two things are really coming up. These things are really going to be coming up very strongly probably today and this week in love relationships. I feel like there are people that feel like they've really messed up somewhere in love or in their relationship, and they really haven't wanted to face up to it because of this denial. But they're going to have to, and they're going to have to realize that they've got to forgive themselves, or they've got to forgive the person that hurt them. And you can't hide from it, right? The more you hide from it, the worse it gets. Though I do feel like, you know, love is certainly there, because look at that. Our outcome card of the 3 is love. So, you know, it really is about working through these heavy elements. That's very important. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, right? Which is very important. And it's very important to remember to see through, you know, it's like no matter what you're working through here within yourself, with a loved one, because this could be, you know, for singles or for couples, this reading. And then on the bottom we have envy. So I feel like there are so many heavy things going on with folks. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. There could even be envious energies coming up in a relationship where, you know, you might feel like your partner actually feels jealous or envious of you in some ways, or vice versa. So please keep an eye on that too, everyone, because you know, that can really be such a damaging thing. A lot of people don't talk about that within a relationship, is that sometimes that can be a real thing, especially, you know, if you have, you know, one partner that's doing a lot better than the other one, right? That's actually stated, you know, like a lot of like famous couples and things like that. A big reason some of them break apart is because one of their careers takes off, the other one stays stagnant, and there is this envy, there's this competition that builds up in the relationship. So that can be very possible. So failure, denial, envy. It's time to learn from mistakes. It's time to face down your fears, face down issues in the relationship. Don't try to take away or add to things. And also, think about where you might be in competition with your partner, or they might be in competition with you, because it's not a competition, it's a partnership, and you should be working together because there is love there, guys. There is love in there. It's got, you got to keep sight of it, right? You got to keep it in your focus. Yeah, I want all black for Black Friday, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm not really ready to let go of Halloween yet, you know. People have been putting the Christmas stuff up, you know, for like 2 months now, and I'm just like, I'm not ready to let go of Halloween. It's still technically autumn, until the 21st. Yeah. Oh, I've always been a gothy girl. I always have been from my early days. That's what I get for, I was born, you know, I was born on Edgar Allan Poe's birthday, January 19th, so I got it in my blood. Or in my soul or something. All right, so let's get some tarot on this love reading for our Friday love day. Let's see what we got. Let's see what energies come up. Ooh, yeah, there it is. There are choices ahead. Oh my goodness. I really feel like a lot of people are wondering if they should stay or go when it comes to their relationships. You know, that might hit you more if you're in a couple situation rather than if you're a single. You know, because these can go either way. But right in the center, we have the Magician. So I do feel like the main focus, the main energetic focus is, what do I want to create? What kind of life do I want to have, right? And the Magician is Mercury energy. It's a Mercury card. So it deals with the signs of Gemini and Virgo and our mind, right? That's the biggest thing. The Magician is Mercury, so it's very much the energy of the mind, what we're thinking about, what we're communicating. So I feel like we do have a lot on our mind when it comes to love. That is very, very strong coming through. And, you know, the Magician is all about manifesting and using your skills, using your talents to create something that's positive. It also embraces a lot of self-belief, which in turn, you know, gets rid of self-doubt. So I do feel like that's a big, big focus right now, you know, is our Magician card. That's what people are, you got a lot on your mind. Got a lot on your mind here right now. And let's see our clarifying card. Yes, is the Page of Wands. Wow. A lot of people are really thinking about new beginnings. Look at this. I mean, the Page of Wands is all about wanting to be happier, right? I think that a lot of people, especially if they're not happy in a love relationship, ooh, that's weighing heavy. You're thinking about, okay, gosh, I just really want to be happy. I want to be more joyful. I want to be more light. A lot of my couples might also be thinking about wanting to create a child or wanting to bring home a new puppy or something like that, because Page of Wands can be child energy. Magician is creativity. I'm just saying, for some of y'all, it's like a lot of people are really thinking about that. Really thinking about that. But for most folks, it's about wanting to create a happier sense, a happier feeling of joy. For singles, it's really like, I'm really looking for a good new love partner that's going to be a co-creator, that's going to be someone that I really enjoy doing things with, that brings a lighter, happier sense to my life, right? That's really what you're looking for. And if you're already in a relationship, especially if things have been kind of heavy or kind of intense, it's like you're really looking to lighten things up and just have a lot more fun, to laugh and smile more, all that kind of thing. Um, what's coming from the immediate past is our Six of Swords. So that's just why I feel like there's this real focus on leaving behind drama, intrigues, arguments, all that kind of trash. It's like you just want to get in your boat and go somewhere so much better. You know, you want an end to the challenging times. You're sick of fighting, sick of having, you know, back and forths. Um, you might really be looking for travel or some kind of a relocation in your relationships, but definitely leaving behind difficult elements. Some people may have even, you know, had a recent breakup with this card. If you have had a recent breakup, that would be certainly for you. And the Ace of Swords, you might have cut some really, really strong ties. But I feel like these two together, this is a very strong sense of victory. Like you were really able to leave something nasty behind, or will be able to leave it behind, because you're very focused on peace, very focused on your own happiness, your own serenity going forward. Lots of decisions, guys. The Seven of Cups coming up into the future on this love read. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can be procrastination, over analyzing a situation. Maybe you've got a lot of choices on your table about what to do next. It's very important to, you know, take a look at all of them without overthinking it and make a decision to go forward. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can be a feeling of being emotionally overwhelmed as well. So let's see what we have got. Clarifying the Seven of Cups. How best to make this decision. What it could be leading you towards. And the Fool. Oh, yes. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Take a leap of faith and then take the jump, right? Strong Aquarius energy. This is the Uranus card. So I do feel that it's like if you've been overthinking something, over worrying something when it comes to love, this is really telling you, go ahead and make the best choice that you know to make, and then just don't worry about it. Take the leap. On the bottom, subconscious energy, what we're focused on inside, what we're feeling inside is that Five of Swords. Five of Swords is negativity. It's those toxic people, right? Unwise decisions. Making a choice to go in a better direction that's going to make you a lot happier. It also is telling you to avoid people who lack integrity or have questionable motives or do not have your best good at heart. We all know who those kind of people are. And it may be, oh yeah, I mean, you're really trying to be discerning about that. Ah, look at that not five. King of Cups on top of the Five of Swords. Cancer energy. This is somebody that really is a trustworthy individual, that's very, very solid, loyal, has your back, and it is also wanting to make good decisions in your emotional and romantic life. It's a big, that's like, and for some of you, you may even have a choice between individuals. One of them might be really obviously negative and really bad for you, and the other one might be a lot better for you. So, crowning the spread, top of the deck, message from Spirit is the Eight of Cups. So I do feel, of course, with that, there is a message of leaving something behind for better things ahead, especially if they have not been romantically, spiritually fulfilling. Oh my goodness. I mean, that to me is just, there's a real feeling here in this read of wanting to leave behind the drama, the arguments, the chaos, the toxicity, the negativity, and go towards something that's going to make you happier. And you don't mind starting all over again if you have to, with that Magician and that Page of Wands. You know, it really, take this as it resonates. If you're single, this isn't obvious. Like, you know, you want to start over with something and someone so much more positive and beneficial. If you're in a relationship right now, you really, especially if it's been challenged, you're really looking at how to release that negativity, put an end to the arguments, and start fresh, you know, have a new beginning. And for some of you, some of you may be really leaving something behind. I mean, look at this. 5 of Swords on the top and on the bottom. Wow. Wow. Some people, I feel, are leaving a narcissist. Some people are leaving abusive situations or abusive people behind. And I can't help it. I know that's really hard and that's really heavy stuff, but that's so good. It's so good to see the shift. I felt this last night. I felt this last night when I was doing, you know, some reading work. I was like, you know, there's this energy of the paradigm shifting, and people moving towards relationships and situations that are, you know, life affirming and mutually beneficial and uplifting. Wow. Let's get into some advice on this. This is just an unbelievable reading. You never know what you're going to dive into when you dive in. Yeah. Wow. I can't. Suggested advice is the Page of Wands. There he is again. You know, again, new beginnings, new opportunities. Do the things that you love. Aries energy. Very strong Aries energy. I feel like a lot of folks, yeah, look at this, Queen of Swords. A lot of folks are going through some really heavy things in their relationships, and it is going to require either leaving the relationship or some major adjustments. And I do feel that Venus in Capricorn is really contributing to that, because it gets us to look at our relationships in a very efficient way. Much more like a boss, you know, kind of like bringing in the employee and going, okay, I'm going to review your record. How have you been treating me here? It's kind of true. And what you need to know right here is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. So I feel like a lot of folks, you know, might feel like they've been missing good opportunities while they're sticking around, you know, hanging in there with somebody that isn't good for them. These are tough cards, guys. These are tough. They're not light and fluffy today. Not at all. Yeah. Yeah. But here comes the Sun. That's a happy card. That's a very happy card. And I think that it really tells, especially folks that may have been either putting off, you know, trying to meet somebody better, or someone that's very, you know, been really embroiled in something that isn't good for them, and they felt like, oh, I've missed my opportunities, or I've missed my chance because I was so stuck in this. That Sun card is telling you, no, it's not over till it's over. It's not the end. You've got so much more happiness and optimism and joy to look forward to. Hopes and Fears is our Sagittarius card, our Temperance card of balance. So this is about bringing together ideas of other people, and I think that it's a real hope for a lot of folks that they will find that balance, that they will find that integration and joy. But it's also a fear, right, that they won't. That's always the thing about that hopes and fears position. But look at those positive cards now that are coming out. The Sun and the Stars. So keep hope alive. Keep faith in your heart. I feel like if you're going through a dark tunnel or a dark night of the soul right now, keep going, because it's not going to last forever. The outcome card is this Five of Cups. So I do feel, right, there's definitely some disappointment, some elements of sadness, loss, grieving that have to be moved through. But this is also saying that the Two of Cups are standing. And again, it's not all hopeless, right? I think that that denial card that came up in the beginning really speaks volumes, because I feel like a lot of what this is that, you know, a denial of a problem or a denial of something that needs to be worked through. If you work through it, things can get better, right? If you don't work through it, they won't. It's just, I mean, it seems simple, but I know in reality it's not. So on top of this, we have the Two of Wands. Again, it's about new beginnings. We had the Page of Wands twice and the Two of Wands here. So it's really about working through some heavy elements, dealing with it. Don't deny it. Don't ignore it. And then you've got to take the leap of faith. You've got to open that new door and start that new life. Look at on the bottom. The Dreamer, our Fool card is coming up in here again. So that's coming twice. And then we have our Justice card of balance. Wrongs being righted. Karma being restored. And I tell you, they're, you know, with that Five of Swords twice, I feel like the people that have really been lousy, they get their comeuppance, you know, they get their just reward. It's, you know, Capricorn energy is also very karmic. It is, you know, Venus in Capricorn to me says you do the crime, you do the time. If you really have been behaving badly in your relationships or your social interactions, you're not going to reap rewards. You're going to reap punishments. Because that's what Capricorns do. They're really good at that. We're really good at telling people off if they've messed up. You know that. If you've been hanging out here long enough, you know that. Oh my goodness. Let's get a little bit of, let's get a little love oracle on this. Feels like a little Capricorn gathering. I know not everyone in here is a Capricorn, but we got a lot of goat energy. Got goat energy in here. I'll pull 3 for us. They look intense, okay? I'm just going to say this artwork looks a little intense to me. Yeah. Reflection. Reflection is the first one. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Ooh, I like that. Second one up. Oh, all about time. Look at that time card. Capricorn knows the value of time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Venus in Capricorn will certainly teach us lessons of patience and timing. Oh my goodness, it will. Look at this. Oh my God, I can't believe these cards. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, that's a Capricorn energy. Venus in Capricorn, reflection, time, and wait. Oh my word. I just laugh because it's so darn true. So anybody that's like super impatient and wants things to move really, really fast is going to be disappointed. Ha ha! I say to you. Oh, it just cracks me up. I got 4 planets in Capricorn. My whole life is hurry up and wait and wait and wait some more. And I tell you, we're just kind of used to it. And so when people are like, I'm so patient, we just kind of laugh like, yeah, you are you? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It's really fun. We have to do it all the time. We have to do it all the time. Capricorns, it's like we have to be slow and steady. We don't always like it. We don't always like it, but we kind of have this grumpy sense of humor where we're just kind of like, ha, ha, ha. And so then when we see other people fussing about it, we're like, yeah, it's fun, isn't it, to have to wait all the time? Yeah. My sun, moon, Mercury, and Mars are all Capricorn. It's all about patience and timing. Yeah, patience and time. And yeah. Me too, Corianne. Me too, honey. So tonight, guys, I don't know if we're going to do this. I wanted to do this, but we've only got 6 people in chat right now. I was hoping to get a lot of folks in the chat for this. It might be something that I do, you know, the drawing for on another night when we have more people in. I might, you know, promote it or something on my community tab. But I'm doing a raffle. It is $2 per entry. And I am doing, I'm giving away 2 items for that. I'm doing the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck, and I will open this and show it to you. The one that I will send you will be new and sealed. And the other item that I'm raffling is going to be the blue-footed booby enamel and silver metal pin. It has a little pin back. Very, very cute. It's absolutely adorable. Hey there, Daisy Garcia, welcome. We have another Daisy in our chat. She's a Pisces. I think you're a new one though. You're a new Daisy. Anyway, I'm gonna open this Witch's Familiar deck and show it to you because it's really, yeah, the blue-footed booby is kind of a popular little guy on my channel. Spirit Animal Sundays. He's been very popular. He's kind of our unofficial, our little mascot in our live streams when we do our spirit animal readings. So the Witch's Familiar deck is a largely spirit animal deck, and it is the same as it comes from the same authors that did the Witch's Kitchen and the regular Witch's Oracle. And I always use these especially for my seasonal readings. And it does include a nice guidebook. So it gives you good descriptions on, you know, each one of the creatures or magical beings that you may pull for those. Yeah, Silver Star we do. And so that's the way the back looks. They always put a nice silver edging, which is really good on it. I used them last night. Now the first card I pulled was the stag and the bat, and the raven. I love that this deck has, it has the wren, one of my favorite little spirit animals. Very, very strong background and tradition in druidic magic and lore. The wren is really the symbol of godliness, of the divine, of awareness of that. And of course, it has the rabbit, it has the hare, and there he is with his big ears. Always very happy to see that. But this is a really fun deck. And of course, if it's got a goat, it's got to have a goat. It has a wolf, of course. Oh, I like the black swans in it. Beautiful symbol of fidelity and love and the soul there. So this is a really great little deck. It does have a dragon. It does have a dragon in it. I'm so happy for that as well. It has some magical creatures as well, which I always love to be included in a animal deck. It has a lizard, horse, butterfly, but we also have some really fun ones in here like the gnome and the elf, right? So it works with some of the really traditional magical beings, especially in the Celtic tradition, very strong. So I will be raffling off this one, and oh, and our black cat, look at that, our little black cat, and it has an owl, of course, a little owl. So yeah, spider, the seal, yeah, it has a lot of the really traditional Celtic animals. So very, very fun deck. I've really enjoyed working with this one lately. So yeah, whenever we get enough people into the raffle, and I'll cut out everyone's name on a piece of paper and put it in there and do a drawing, and do the card deck and the pin. So I am also open, guys, for anyone who wants a personal reading. They are a $10 minimum donation. If you do a $12 minimum donation, you will get a reading and your name entered into the raffle for the card deck or the pin. So put that out there as an extra bonus. Yi, how are you doing, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in, well, a little bit. Didn't see you yesterday. So hope you're doing good. I was sleepier yesterday. I'm more awake today than I was yesterday. I did not go anywhere for Thanksgiving. I stayed home and cooked my own dinner, snuggled my bunnies. That's what I did. I took it easy. I needed it. It felt so good. And he's like, my sister's family, like they were like, oh, we're having a dinner, you're invited, but you have to get up like early in the morning to get over here because it's a long drive there. And I was like, no. Thanks, but no. Maybe I'll see you at Christmas. I am not a morning person. If you tell me I gotta get up early in the morning for a freaking turkey leg, you will not be getting me out there. Actually, everything went fine. My mom did go over there, and she was grouching the whole time, too, because she's not a morning person either. She is such a Capricorn as well. We're both such night people. We were like up at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and my sister was like, yeah, you're gonna have to get over here really early. And we both looked at each other and we're like, My mom was like, how late can I get there? That's the first thing. My mom calls her up and she says, what's the latest possible time I can show up? Mom, you're so bad. You're so bad. I was like, yeah, so she was like, oh, she's like, Ariel, I got there at like the last minute possible. I was like, I believe it. And so I didn't go. My mom grouchingly went, and of course said that their food was not as good as our food. I said, yeah, we do know how to cook a really good dinner. But she had an okay time. Everything was basically calm. There wasn't too much drama or anything, but it is very funny how similar me and her both are with that. We're just like, it's our day. It's like, it's a day off, and you want me to wake up early in the morning just to come get a turkey leg or something, dried out casserole or something. And I'm like, it's really not happening. It would have been kind of amusing, I'm sure, because I can bring a party anywhere I go. But too early. Too early. I don't understand people that do Thanksgiving dinner at like lunchtime. I'm like, that's not dinner, that's lunch. I don't remember us ever doing it super early as a kid growing up, partly because my mom, of course, was not a morning person. She was not up super early. It was always whenever we had it together. There was never like a set time on it. I just remember a lot of Thanksgivings, I was very hungry as, a kid, like waiting for it to all be done. I was like, just like rooting around in the house, just trying to find like a piece of cheese or some snack to tide me over until it was ready. Because my parents definitely took their time. It was not professional at all. It was real just. But we always had a good turnout. My dad loved it because he just loved anything where you could just have a lot of food. Anytime there was some kind of event of any kind where you could have a lot of food, he was always very excited. So, but very funny. Trying to roust the dragons out of their cave too early in the morning. It's like, no. It's not going to happen. Nope. I said they'd be lucky if they could get me up by noon. I was like, that's not, otherwise, no. It's like, I like to be up at night. I like to be up at night. Everyone's laughing about it. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. That was the biggest reason. I was like, I'm not doing all that and driving all that long trip, because it was like, this place is like an hour or two away. I was like, oh, that God, time in the car. Nope. I ended up making like Italian food, like eggplant parmesan, that's it, and I make a really good one. So it's like, it was better. It was much better. So guys, let me know what you would like to do. We can wait to do the raffle. If you want to wait and let people, if we're able to get like more folks in the chat. Oh yeah, exactly, Silver Star. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll come over, but can I take a nap like when I get there? That's good. Hey there, Nancy, good to see you. You know, the other reason, of course, that I really didn't want to get too far away from home yesterday was because I've really been looking out for my little Petey. Um, as y'all know, he had a big surgery. Oh, you did, Yui. I'm putting your name in the bowl. Yay! There might just be two winners. It might just be you and Krista. It might just be you two. I'd be fine with that. I'm totally fine with giving this to somebody that I know and love. That's what I want. Yep, so two names. We got Krista and we got Yui in the raffle. I'm raffling off for $2 is the entry, is the blue-footed booby and the Witch's Familiars Oracle. Okay, Silver Star's in. All right. Oh, yeah, Ian. Well, I tell you, sometimes it's just best to stay in. There's plenty of years where there's just nothing going on. Oh, thanks, Silver Star. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just better. And, you know, it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot, you know, and that for sure, like yesterday, you know, hard not to think of the memories of when my dad was, you know, alive and kicking and you know, how much he loved to cook and do all the stuff. And sure, you know, it's a total difference. I miss those days, but I'm also appreciative for the peaceful ones now because, you know, before you know it, they won't be. They'll be busy again, right? So just, you know, it's like, I think that's a really big key to life is to enjoy what is when it is because it you know, change is inevitable. But I was really glad I was, you know, I was able to stay home, relax, get a little work done. And just be there, you know, to watch out for my bunnies. And, cause Petey, like I said, he had this major surgery, y'all know. He broke his foot really, really badly, and the vet had to amputate the leg because they could not save the foot at all. And he's a very old rabbit. He's almost 15 years old, which, you know, it was a huge risk just to do the surgery. But I had to make the choice. It was either do that or have him euthanized. And, you know, I gave myself a day to think about it, and I was like, you know, it just didn't feel right to euthanize him yet. Sent a bunny dragon to you. Okay. Thanks. So yeah, but Petey, I mean, it's been tough because he's eating great. He overall, I mean, he's just himself, like he always is. He's eating well. He loves to snuggle and be snuggled, and you know, the thing that he's of course having a tough going with is that he, you know, is not super mobile. He's mostly blind, so he wasn't very mobile to begin with. And yeah, so it's definitely like it's just a day at a time. I am kind of just, you know, watching to see how he is energetically, how he feels. Because I don't want to keep him alive if he's not happy, if he's not basically content, you know. But so far, so good, you know. In spite of it all, he's just an incredible little rabbit. I'm blown away by how strong he is. I'm just amazed by his spirit. He is a little Aries. He's an Aries bunny. If he makes it to April next year, he is 15 officially. He came from Portland, Oregon. That's where I got him almost 15 years ago. And I said it was almost inevitable. He became a little pirate bunny now. He's got 3 legs. So we've got, in the raffle entered, we have Krista, we have Yui, and we have Silver Star. Yeah. The channel used to be busier. You know, it used to be busier. And I've heard this from so many people, whether they have smaller channels, larger channels. I've heard so much. Oh, thank you, Yuyi. I try so much to take good care of them. They're my babies. Hey, Daisy. It's $2. $2 entry fee. Yes, you can. It's $2 for the ticket. Yeah, it's $2. $2 for the raffle. Because that's gonna cover my shipping fees. Oh, I'm sorry that's happening, Ian. Take care. Yeah, make sure to just get some good relaxation time. Warm bath, whatever it is. Nancy, you can do it on the super chat here on the YouTube. There'll be a little, they'll help you out. There's a little icon that's like a little dollar symbol that you can hit. That's the super chat. Or you can, do it through PayPal. I have a PayPal me direct link in the description box under the video. Yep. Yeah, no problem, Nancy. I'll put you in if you want me to, if you want to do it. Thanks, Daisy. You're so sweet. Welcome, and thank you for being part of the chat tonight. And I will, got your name, and I'm going to put it in the bowl. By the time we end the live stream, we'll probably have enough names to get somebody out of here. Yes, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Yeah. And if you win it, everyone, you'll need to send me a place where I can mail that. And I do have my email address down there. Just whether it's a home address, P.O. box, business, it doesn't matter. Yeah, within the US, the shipping isn't too bad, like on the cards, because I can send it media mail, so that's not too bad. But if I send it somewhere out of the US, it'll be more expensive, so yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to get the rest of these videos made for December. Can't wait to see what's gonna come out. I just feel like there's so much going on. This is a big month again. Another eclipse. We're having a solar eclipse this month. You know, that'll be along with that new moon Sagittarius. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, it's gonna be just some strong, strong energy going on. Oh, let me get the list out. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is from my, I already made the video, so I'll be posting that really soon. Probably tonight after I finish this live stream. And that, the new moon is actually going to be really close as we get into the beginning of the month. It will be on Friday the 3rd. A new moon in Sagittarius with a solar eclipse. So that's going to be very powerful. I think it's going to be very positive too. Yeah, because, you know, going from, you know, those heavier, more feminine energies, Sagittarius is a very hopeful, optimistic, you know, expansive, lucky kind of sign. And so it's going to expand a lot of things. It's a really nice energy. And then 10 days after that, we have Mars and Mercury both shifting up. Mars will go into Sagittarius out of Scorpio, and Mercury will go into Capricorn. So, yeah. And then, of course, we've got the full moon is going to be our Gemini full moon on the 18th. Venus goes into its retrograde on the 19th, so that's going to be intense for sure. Um, Winter solstice is Tuesday the 21st. Sun in Capricorn. Woot woot. And the big stuff, like, there's two big motions at the beginning and the end. The first day of December, we have Neptune moving direct. So that's very good news, of course, for all the Pisces folks. It's going to bring them out of their little hibernation because that was retrograde since June 25th. And so at the very end, it's a good month for Pisces overall. And also, earthy signs like Taurus, Capricorn, all of them are going to really benefit from it. Scorpio, Cancer, the water signs, because it's, getting things back into that watery motion. And Jupiter goes into Pisces at the end of the month. Okay, we got Nancy. Woot woot! We're doing good. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool to hear that, Yu. So we're putting, Nancy Riker is going into the bowl. Gotcha, hon. and you go. And you did give 5, so you want me to put 2 in? I don't mind putting 2 in. Krista gave me 5 and she said just 1 is fine. But I can put 2 in if you would like. I don't mind. Give you an extra entry because it's 2 per ticket. Hey, Ocean. I didn't eat any turkey yesterday. I was eating salads and greens with the bunnies. Yeah, sure, Nancy. I don't mind. I don't mind giving you an extra entry since you paid a little extra for it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Silver Star. That's sweet of you. No worries. There are 2 items being raffled, so. Okay, cool, Ocean. I'm glad you got that for me. Aww. I said I'm wearing my black for Black Friday here. I was like, yeah. David came in earlier. It's like, wow, Ariel went goth. It's like, went? So Ocean or anybody that's just joining us, we're just sitting here waiting for people to filter in. Oh, look at my donation number is 1111. Actually, it's funny, but this lipstick, I bought this from a company. They used to make astrology lipsticks, no joke. And this is actually not a pure black. It's a very, very dark kind of plummy purple that's almost black. And it was the Capricorn color. It was the Capricorn lipstick. Was this very dark one. I was like, yeah. Although all the other signs got all these fancy like reds and pinks. And I think Leo had a gold color. I was like, Capricorn got like the almost black. I was like, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's my Capricorn lipstick. Yeah, I've always been a gothy girl. I tell you, it's in my DNA or something. Of course, I've had people say to me that I smile and laugh too much to be a true goth. Yeah. Said, all right, I'm a happy goth then. I'm the happiest goth you'll find. They don't know all the depression that I've suffered in my life. They don't know about that part. They just see the funny side of me. But I've had people say that to me on and off, throughout my life. They're like, you're just too happy to be a true goth. I'm like, okay, I'll work on my being miserable. So like I said, for those of you just joining us, if you haven't, we're kind of sitting and chatting and waiting for enough people to enter this drawing. I am raffling off 2 items tonight. The Witch's Familiar Oracle deck, which is a full-sized oracle deck. Very, very cool. Has a lot of animals Really good for spirit animal readings. I will be using this in my spirit animals, reads in the future for sure. And the other item I'm giving away with the raffle is the blue-footed booby. It's a pin. It's an enamel pin. Very, very nicely made. I got this off of Etsy. It was a handmade pin. And I love it. I love this. And on, Spirit Animal Sunday, this is like our favorite little spirit animal that comes up in that animal tarot card deck that I have, is our blue-footed booby. I love him. Yeah, that's from the Galapagos Islands. This is quite a bird. And yes, they do have those bright blue feet. That was Charles Darwin was hanging out with the boobies down down in the Galapagos. That's a very unusual bird. You're not going to see that most places. So those are the two. And the raffle tickets are $2 a piece. You can donate through the super chat on YouTube, or you can do it through PayPal, and then I will write down your name on a piece of paper, stick it in the bowl, and we're going to do a drawing in a little bit. And I'm also doing personal readings tonight. If anybody wants one, those are $10 minimum donation. And that is a mini tarot reading. Whatever questions you want, I will usually choose cards that go along with, what your question is. And I do a very good little reading. So if you want both, $12 minimum donation will get your name in the bowl and a mini reading with me right here and now. You said something about cool lipstick colors. Oh yeah, Daisy. I love black. I can't, that's my favorite color. Long line of vegan lipsticks with amazing colors. Necromancy Cosmetica. Made in Puerto Rico. That is cool. I like that. Yeah, I do tend to like black and dark colors. I bought this dress. Oh, let me show you this dress. I wore it. I was wearing it yesterday. It was hard to show like a full dress on this little camera, but actually got really lucky with this. Yeah, purple and black. I had this return that I needed to make over at the Anthropology from like a year and a half ago. And I went in there to just return it. Didn't think they'd have anything that I wanted to exchange it for. I just was like, well, I'll just get a merchandise credit. But they had this dress, and look at the fabric. It's like a burned out Dvore, velvet that has the sheer parts in it. And the colors, I was so excited. I was like, it's still dark. It's not black, but it's still dark. And it's very, very jewel tones, kind of the reddish and then the blues and bluish greens. It looks so good, but I love the fabric. Really enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Coco Chanel said that black was the only color that really shows off, your personal coloring, your skin, your complexion, your eyes. Yeah, she was really on about that. You'll actually see that moment that she says that in the, there's a movie, Coco Before Chanel, that had, what was it, Audrey Tautou. Love that movie. It's all in French. And Ocean, yay! Awesome. I will do both for you. Aw. Go ahead. I'm going to put your name in. Yeah, I love that movie. And there's a moment where she goes in to buy a bunch of fabric and initials MC. All right, I'm going to put you as Ocean because that's what I have you in here. And I'll just put MC. There you are. And in you go. And whenever you're ready for your read, just let me know your question and we'll get that going. But yeah, she goes in that movie, Audrey Tautou plays the young Coco Chanel, and she goes into this fabric store to buy some fabric, and the salesman says, she picks out all this black fabric, and he says, don't you want like pink or something? It's much more feminine, much more, and she's like, no, it's just like black is the only color that shows off a woman's eyes, and that's what I'm using. I was like, that's my girl. She was a Leo. Coco Chanel was a cuspy Leo. She was at the very end of Leo. I like the fact that I was born on the 19th. She was born on August 19th. And definitely a trailblazer. She, back then, whew, there weren't any women in couture fashion. Oh no, 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 no. They were all men. All the major tailors, couturiers were all men, and she was way ahead of her time. In a typical French fashion, she smoked her whole life and still lived into her 70s. Or maybe early 80s, I can't remember. She lived a damn long time. I love her quotes, though. I love her quotes. She said, the best things in life are free. The next best things are very expensive. I was like, ain't that the way? Next best things are very expensive. Typical Leo, right? You know, that is a Leo to heck and back. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Let me check. I don't want to have missed Ocean. See, I like pastel colors, Nancy, but they never look that good on me because I'm very winter coloring, super winter coloring. I love them though, like in decor. I love like, you know, pastel pinks and peaches and cream. Oh. I love like, you know, that Tiffany blue kind of robin's egg blue color. Oh, there's a lot of colors I love. But for myself, yeah, I do always feel very put together in black. I do. There's just no doubt about it. It always feels really good. And, you know, it's funny, each sign, each zodiac sign has colors that are ascribed to it. And it is, yeah, Capricorn colors are black, charcoal gray, earth tones like garnet, dark greens, purples. Yeah, that's true, Ocean. Isn't that wild? That a Chanel handbag actually goes up in value. I've never had the kind of money to buy one, but it is very cool. I think that's very interesting how that is. It's like, it's a collector's piece. And I think once they stop making a certain style, it goes up in value because you can't get it anymore. So that's what it is, yeah. Scorpio is similar, and I have a Scorpio midheaven. So yeah, Scorpio is definitely like blacks, reds, scarlet, crimson, you know, those kind of. Turquoise is very Piscean and very Aquarian, right? But Aquarius, I feel like, and I'm an Aquarius rising, so I like those like electric blues and silver and, you know, again, purples, like the amethyst purple, bright white is good, yeah. Pisces is very, oh yeah, like it's all those kind of oceany colors. Again, you know, lavenders and purples, pearl white, things like that. Yeah. Every sign has its own colors that are associated with it. And it's kind of funny. A lot of times, if you look at the placements on your chart, you can kind of see what looks better on you based on your sign. It's very interesting. But I have always gravitated to blacks, reds, and people always tell me how good I look in black or red. So, you know, you get that positive affirmation and you're like, all right, I kind of keep going. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I also love like royal blue. Oh, I love like a cobalt dark blue. Love that. Yes. I do love rich colors. I do. No doubt. Oh, thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm rocking my black for Black Friday. Scorpio Venus. Yeah, blacks and burgundies, right? And Venus is your ruling planet. You know, so where your Venus sign is for a Libra is very important. Yeah, you got a little bit of mystery. A little bit of mystery for you. Oh yeah, Nancy has blue and blonde. So you probably can do like those spring and summer, you know, colors really nicely. Would look good on you. Yeah. Interesting how that is. I was watching some videos a few weeks ago. It was a French woman talking about, you know, color and undertone and whether you have cool or neutral undertones and all that kind of thing. I'm very neutral. I can really kind of wear warm or cool colors. But I would say I probably tend towards cool, except for reds. I do love reds. I do love those, yes. Mm-hmm. Very cool, yeah. Ocean, let me know if I missed your question or not. Silver Star look better, and blue. I like, let's see, like reds too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey there, Blenda. Okay, cool. Thank you, Blenda. I'm gonna go ahead and put your name in the raffle. Yay! I knew we'd get enough people. All right, gotcha. Gotcha. It's so funny, my donation count on the screen that I can see is 1111 right now. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's really cool. Oh no, I can't do oranges. I love orange. Uh-huh. General reading for the week. Okay, cool. Aquarius rising too. Ooh! And you're a Capricorn Sun, Ocean? Are you the same? I think you are, because you got that garnet in your name. Pretty sure you're a Capricorn as well. Wow, it's 11 right now in the chat, in my like number. Whoa, that's pretty wild. Yeah, interesting, Ocean. We're very similar. We'd have a lot of similarities across the chart if you are a Capricorn Sun with Aquarius rising. It probably puts your sun sign in the 12th house of Pisces, like me. Oh yeah. You would be a very fishy Capricorn, very Pisces Capricorn. Yeah, you'd be a very Pisces Capricorn, because that puts that sun sign into that very watery house. Trust me, growing up, when I'd read the descriptions for Capricorn, I'm like, that doesn't sound quite right, because they're always like, Capricorns are stoic and they never show their emotions. And I'm like, I am a walking tear factory. What the heck? And then I realized, 3 of my Capricorn planets were in the Pisces house. And then my astrology teacher told me that whatever house your sun sign is in is your honorary sign, which is also a huge part of you. So yeah, I am definitely a fish goat. I mean, I'm a goat with that fishtail is big time, because that Pisces, I'm an honorary fish. Honorary Pisces. And so that's why, yeah, I cry. I can't hold my feelings in very well at all. Very hard to do that when I'm really feeling strongly about something. And also, yeah, very Pisces. And it's also where the mysticism and the music come from. Those for sure, because that's Pisces. Me too, Blenda. Aw, I am feeling better, because, yes, exactly. What makes you extremely empathic and intuitive, Ocean? I swear to goodness. It's like I was actually saying that to myself last night about being very sensitive. It's tough. In some ways, it's great, because we can feel everything, right? We feel everybody's stuff, and when things are really good, it feels so great, because we can just really feel it. But when it's bad, it's not so good, right? Because, again, we can feel everything, and it's like, sometimes it's wonderful and sometimes it's not, because either way we can feel it all, and it's like, oh, plants, like, why do I have to feel all of this? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a thing. It really is. It's huge. Yeah, a lot of sensitive people will vibe with that. I know, me too, Yu-Yi. Oh, Lord have mercy. No, I mean, it's been 2 weeks since my bunny Petey had his little surgery, a big surgery for a little bunny. And oh no, it was very tough. It's been very tough. I've been extremely emotional. I've been snuggling him a lot, giving him all the food and all the treats, not knowing how long I'll have with him. And, oh yeah, very emotional. I've been letting the tears out when they need to come. But it's good, It's like, when you do let your tears out easily, we do not get emotionally constipated. We don't. We do not get all bunched up inside. Yeah. Well, I don't doubt that a lot of the folks that find their way into this channel or to hang out here with us, a lot of us have a similar energy. We do. We do. Gwen is here in the house. Yay! So glad she made it. We need a Virgo here to keep us in line. Happy Black Friday, Gwen. I'm wearing my black. I'm getting ready to do a personal reading for Miss Ocean. She is my first and so far only on the list. If we get more folks, I will add them onto the list as well. And I'm also doing a raffle. I'm doing a $2 per ticket raffle. And the two items I'm raffling off are the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck. With all our, it's got a lot of good spirit animals. And I'm also raffling off the blue-footed booby enamel and silver pin. It's a little pin. It's a handmade pin I got from Etsy, and I could not resist it. I was like, this has gotta be raffled for the channel. All right, so Ocean, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on my reading list. You're gonna be number 1, and we're gonna go ahead and get into your messages. And I'm gonna do just a quick clearing for you, just because we've been really goofing off here. I know the pin is adorable. It's actually very nice. It's very nice. It's a nice smooth enamel with the silver backing. Has a nice little couple of pin backs in there. Oh, I'm so glad it did, Blenda. And you know what? A lot of folks have been telling me that they have not got a notification. Some people have gotten accidentally unsubscribed as well. So sometimes, sometimes it's good for you to like unsub and then resub, or check if you have been unsubscribed, and then make sure you resubscribe and hit the notification again. And I've heard so many people's channels saying the same thing, like whether they're small or big channels, everyone's been complaining about it, that their subscriptions are down, their views are down, people aren't getting notifications from YouTube. It's like a mess. It's really a mess. It's a shame, because I just feel like everybody's really frustrated that creates on YouTube. So, oh, you did, Yu-Yi? Let me put you on the list next. You said you're waiting for a ride right now. Just let me know when you're, I'll go ahead and put you down on the list too. So just let me know when you're ready. I don't want to miss you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna spray some holy water, and I'm gonna do the tuning forks for you, Ocean. We're gonna start that out. It has been. Another reason I like the color black. Black is a color of protection. Anytime you get a protection candle or want to do like a little protection ritual or spell, the candles are always a black, right? Because it's meant to absorb and mutate that negative energy. So it is a protective color. That's why like black tourmaline, black obsidian are super protective. It's a great color to use in ritual work for that reason. Contrary to popular belief, dark is not negative. It actually repels the negative. Interesting, huh? It's funny because, you know, when I was younger, especially, like, I used to hang out with and know a ton of people that all, you know, were big gothy people and wore a lot of black, and people thought that they were, like, scary and stuff, and I'm like, no, these are, like, the coolest, most, like, even-tempered, easygoing people, kindest people that I've ever known. You cannot judge books by their cover, I'll tell you that. Some of the most normal-looking people in the world I've ever known have been some of the worst. And the funniest looking people I've known have been the best. or most unique. I shouldn't say funny looking. Unique. We're unique looking. We're not funny looking. We're you know, individual. All right. Ocean Garnet. Let's do a quick read for you and see what comes up. Yes. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for our lovely Ocean Garnet in the chat. That's going to be a general reading, so show us what she needs to know most for her best and highest good for this week ahead, please. Wow, those are some nice cards. Those are some really nice ones. So on the top, we have the card of enlightenment. So I do feel like this is a week of awareness. Mysteries being revealed, things being brought to the light or to the surface. This could be especially important for spiritual development and awakenings. You know, it kind of gives you those epiphanies. And it's also important if there's information or answers that you've been waiting on that you really have needed. I do feel like this is a week where it does take some stillness. Look at these two birds. The stillness and the patience card are in there as well. So it just is it's a beautiful kind of serene feeling. Something about this stillness card always reminds me of the star from the tarot. It just has that very beautiful, like, wishes coming true, light at the end of the tunnel kind of feeling. And the patience card, of course, does make me think of Capricorn. I can't help it because we've got the crane, which is a symbol of longevity, patience, determination, and long-lasting energy. On the bottom of the deck was purification. So I feel like this is also maybe a great week of detox, release, letting some things go, but in a happy way, because we have that sunflower. It's not like a bad feeling at all. It's not like this is super difficult to do. It's just kind of like, like, good, got let out, you know, but don't rush yourself, right? That's where that patience, the stillness, the calm, the enlightenment, right? It's like that kind of thing that kind of, it's like it comes through your window like rays of light, very, you know, very naturally, very gradually and gently. It's not something where you really push it or rush it. It's very, very natural. So let's get into your tarot. I've definitely been feeling this, and I felt it a little bit in the collective reading too. There's a few similar cards here, which doesn't surprise. It doesn't surprise at all. So right at the center of this week, we do have the Seven of Swords. So to me, this is a very, it's a tricky card. It is, because a lot of it's not a card most people want to see in a reading ever, because it's, you know, this is like a sneaky character, many times an energy thief or somebody that doesn't have enough energy of their own to really support themselves. It can also be a real warning to avoid people that don't have your best interest at heart. It can really say to, you know, be careful if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is, kind of thing. It's also a warning for us, you know, to not wear a false face. Be very authentic, very much yourself, and only work with people who you know are, right? So let's get, yeah, be aware of others' actions, right? And make sure you're being very honest with yourself about whatever you're facing this week. Yeah, this is a big transformation. And if you've got someone or some kind of situation in your life this week, Ocean, that is, you know, negative or dishonest or isn't for your best, look at that tower. I think a lot of action is going to be taken to clear this out. It's Mars energy on that tower card. See you in a little bit, you take care, sweetheart. So I do feel that, you know, you don't want to build your foundation on anything that isn't completely above board. that's, you know, obvious. That's a big connection right here, because to me the Tower is about removing things from your foundation that no longer work or serve you, and sometimes it can be very dramatic the way that it comes to be. However, the Tower to me is very neutral, right? A lot of people think of it as being a bad thing. I don't think of it as being a bad thing. I think of it as being something where the hand of spirit really intervenes to alter the course of your action. And if you're not aligning or connecting with people that are really truthful or really trustworthy or good, Spirit's going to take them out of your equation, or you will, right? It's one or the other. Either you will or Spirit will. Um, oh, wow. That could be what you're processing right now, Ocean. And that could be very much where this enlightenment, this purification, all of that kind of thing are coming in, right? Wow. Yeah, that could be, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So into the immediate past was the Emperor, because I do feel like a lot of that energy came from you standing up for yourself. You're getting both of the Aries power cards in this reading already, the Tower and the Emperor, because you've got Mars and you've got Aries with this. So this definitely is a feeling of taking action, not putting up with things that aren't good for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because sometimes those Tower moments can be heartbreaking, right? They really can. And this could have been someone you really felt like you trusted, or really felt like, I know them really well. But then that Seven of Swords came out and was like, oh man, it's like, I didn't even see that about them, right? Until you got closer. Until you got closer. The Seven of Swords kind of people, you know, they are those kind of people that, you know, they kind of suck the energy and life force off of others because they don't have enough of their own good energy. That's where they come from. That's why they're always kind of looking for a host, you know, they can never really be alone. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, wow. And Ocean, I've gone through things like that. I think we all have. And it's really hard for, especially a Capricorn, because we always feel like we should know better. We always feel like we should know better. We don't understand. We're human just like everyone else, and we can sometimes misjudge somebody's character. And yeah, but sometimes, yes, those are lessons. And there are lessons to be able to identify when someone's not treating us well, and to be able to move on and let it go. And that's not easy, because we're the kind of people that like to be in it for the long haul. You know, we tend to want to make those lasting friendships and commitments. And I feel like, you know, this again from the past position, Ten of Cups clarifying the Emperor, I feel like, you know, you really made action towards your own happiness, because, you know, the Ten of Cups is like happy home life, happy, you know, connections, and just feeling really good. And it's like you definitely took action towards your own well-being, your own happiness, your own peace of mind, which is a very positive thing. You know, that's not bad at all. That's actually good, even if it didn't feel great while you had to go through it or going through it. The outcome, well, not the outcome, sorry, we're going to get to that in a little bit. The future card is the Awakening, which is the same as the Hanged Man. So I do feel that going into the future, yes, there are some things, again, to release, because this is a Neptune card, very Pisces energy. It is about turning something loose, surrendering something that needs to be shaken out, right? And it is a temporary pause for reflection, for insight, helps you to see things from a different perspective. Many times, yes, it does shake things out that needed to be let go. It's a sacrifice kind of card. It's a little bit of a spiritual trial by fire. Right. There you go. Yeah. Doing a lot of cleansing, a lot of spiritual cleansing there. But it's good. It has a good outcome with that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, yeah, because I feel like whatever you're being asked to release, like something so much better will come in. Just give it some time. Just give it some time. The patience is there in this process. But the Ace of Pentacles is a really beautiful, tangible, manifest gift from Spirit. It's great for a Capricorn's reading, Earth signs reading, because it is a definite strong Earth card. On the bottom, in the subconscious, is the Fool card, the dreamer. So it really is, you know, it's like taking the leap of faith. And I feel like that's really what you kind of have in your heart, you know, in your spirit, is sort of like it's time for a new start. It's time to trust yourself, put aside the old fears, and take the leap, right? And look at that. Oh, Six of Swords. Yes, yes. Oh, amazing, amazing. So Six of Swords is all about leaving behind the drama, the chaos, the conflicts, the tough times, heading towards a new life. Many times with the Six of Swords, you may feel really beat up. You might feel really like, oh my gosh, I've been through the ringer, but I'm going to get in this boat and I'm going to go head on to somewhere better, right? You make that decision to do what's right for yourself, to get yourself out of a bad situation. And so that's been very much your energy. Even if it was tough, even if it's not your usual way of doing things, I think you moved faster than generally you do. It was like, I've got to get out of here. This is bad. It's dragging me down, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's amazing. On the bottom, you have the Fool. On the top, crowning the spreads, you have the Magician. So both of these cards are about a new start. Both of them are about belief in yourself, recapturing your confidence, knowing that you have the ability. And this is really kind of spirit telling you, you have the ability to change your life. You have the ability to start all over again. Your thoughts are powerful with the Magician. That's a Mercury ruled card, which deals with our thoughts and the way that we communicate with others and with ourselves. So it's like saying, if you believe in it, you believe in yourself, you can do it. What you need to be a success will manifest. Yeah. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So important. Forgive yourself because Spirit already does. Yeah, that's some Pisces energy right there. And it is about apologies. It is about forgiveness. And it's really like, you got to forgive yourself, I think, first, really. It's like, because that's the hardest thing for Capricorns. Yeah. We have a hard time. We beat ourselves up a lot when we feel like we've messed up or trusted the wrong person or things like that. We put ourselves through it. All right, let's get a suggested approach on this. Yeah, it's time to come back to balance. The best suggested approach. This is Libra and Taurus energy, the Six of Pentacles. So it is about balance, grounding, equal give and take, tuning into people where there is reciprocity, right? This is also a very karmic card. The good that you do comes back to you kind of thing. So it's like saying, you know, if you've kept your energy clear, if you've kept your intentions solid, it's like good things come back to you, right? And I just feel like, you know, because sometimes with this card is an unexpected inflow of abundance or, you know, just, you know, better prosperity, which also comes with that Ace of Pentacles. So that's a really nice energy. But I just feel like, you know, anything that you've gone through has really been to bring about a better balance. To me, a lot of the time with the Six of Pentacles, sometimes it's a message that kind of says, you know, you need to either remove people that there is no equal give and take. It's just they take and take and take and take, and you get nothing and you feel sucked dry. And so it's really that feeling where it's like, no, I want to be around people that are affirming and positive for me. Yeah. Double up that message. Look at this Justice card, Libra and Libra energy. So yeah, balance, fairness, order restored, harmony restored, wrongs being righted. That is the approach to take, is very much one of balance and reciprocity, and don't beat yourself up, right? Because this is just saying, look, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Be impartial. Don't get too emotional about it. It is what it is. It's, you know, it's time for the scales to balance. Let's get an outcome card. Let's get some outcome on this. And again, you know, this is an energy to me that says you don't have to wait for things, you don't have to chase things down. This is about letting things come to you with the Three of Wands, right? You know, you've put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, and it's really just, it's time to relax a little bit. And I would say certainly this week, maybe beyond, this is definitely a time for more stillness, reflection, relaxation. Not be hard on yourself, right? Because you've really been through a lot of storm and a lot of stress, a lot of difficulty there. And now it's time to, you know, regroup. It's time to heal from that. Look at that. Yes, the Empress. Very nice. A lot of Libra and a lot of Taurus energy in this reading today. You got the Justice, the Six of Pentacles, and now the Empress, which is very strong. It's Venus ruled. Of course, Venus is in Capricorn right now. So to me, this is kind of saying to love yourself, ground yourself, get out in nature as much as possible. Be creative, channel your emotions into something that's creative or positive, because that's definitely a superpower of the Empress. But really beautiful, you know, really beautiful. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things. Look at that. King of Wands on the bottom. You also had the Emperor in this reading, which to me, they're very connected, very strong Aries energy. So definitely that power of standing up for yourself and making those tough choices. Again, more Libra energy. So it's a balance thing. You know, it's a harmony thing. And yeah, you had to make some tough choices. You might have procrastinated on it for a bit. For a bit. Let's get you, let's get affirmation on this, please, for our ocean. I like it. I like this. On the top. Ooh. Oh, collective consciousness. You may be feeling overwhelmed by all of the energy shifts. It's time to focus on peace and love for all. Oh, including yourself, Miss Capricorn. And on the bottom, we have stretch yourself. It is time to move past your comfort zone and into the unknown. So definitely time to go beyond, instead of accepting, you know, living at the minimum or people that don't treat you right. It's time to go beyond that. But yeah, it's time to really extend a lot of love, a lot of peace, and a lot of balance towards yourself and towards others. Wow. Quite a reading, honey. This was a lot. But really good. It's like you're really moving past some tough stuff. You definitely went through it. And I think I saw a message from Gwen saying she entered the raffle twice. So I'm going to put 2 tickets in for her. Let me know if anybody else did that too. And I think Yui is not here yet, but I think she did send a donation for a reading. That's really the best part, Ocean. Yeah, that's the best part. You know, Capricorns, I mean, I'm telling you, it's been huge for Capricorns. Really since 2007, with Pluto having been in our sign for this long, and it's going to be there for 2 more years. 2 more years and a few months. And okay, Gwen, I'll go ahead because I've got Yui on the list, but I think she's currently en route somewhere. I think she was waiting for a ride, so she said she'd be back later. So I'm putting 2 of these in for you. So I could go ahead and take your question, Gwen, because I'll wait for you to come back in, and if I don't get to her tonight, we'll roll her over to the next live stream that I do. Yeah, no, Capricorns have absolutely been through some huge things, and we still are. We're still in it. And I would say the next 2 years with Pluto and Capricorn have the potential to be a lot more intense than all of the last, what is it, 14 years now? Combined almost, because Pluto is slow power that builds over time. That is the way Pluto works. So many times you will feel its collective or cumulative effects closer to the end of its transit than you did at the beginning of the transit. So we're definitely living in some intense times. The next 2 years promise to have quite a lot of transformation and big stuff coming up. Sounds good, Gwen. We will do it. We will do it. Let me clear for you. Let me do that. Ooh, yeah. Clear the cards for you. All right. All right. Dear Spirit, Gwen is here to play with us. Let's see what we have got for her in the cards today. Anything that she needs to know for her highest and best. Your angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. Let's see what we have for our Gwen in the chat. Our beautiful Miss Virgo on this lovely Friday evening. Let's see what we have for her. Wow. I did pull this, right? I did shuffle these. You got the same card coming up off the top that Ocean Garnet did, the Enlightenment card. Must be a strong energy going on this week for folks. Ooh, the next two cards that came out, and they're quite similar in the way that they look. You got Trust and Simplicity. Look at that, Gwen. Oh my goodness. So you've got this Enlightenment card as well. So again, I will say this is to me secrets or mysteries being revealed, going to the next step in a spiritual growth pattern, or, you know, getting some information or news that you've needed for a while. Trust coming in. So to me, this is a very, of course, you know, that's a very strong word, strong element. It really is about trusting in the divine. And then with the Simplicity card, I feel like it's really, this is such a great card, especially for a Virgo, because it is about letting go of anything excess, like not worrying about every little thing, but really simplifying things, really releasing anything that doesn't need to be focused on, and really kind of clearing your mind and clearing your energetic space. Such a good card. And I know this is going to be silly, but this card does make me think of Forrest Gump. The beginning when the feather is floating through the sky. I can't help it. I'm hearing the theme song. Do, 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 with the feather coming down. And on the bottom of the deck, Gwen, is the Miracles card. So I do feel like this is such a beautiful sort of breakthrough feeling on the bottom with the rainbows in it. You're getting me cards that are making me think of some kind of funny things here, Gwen, because have you ever seen the video on YouTube, the guy with the double rainbow? And he's all excited. He's like, wow. He's like, double rainbow. And he's like freaking out about it. You got the double rainbow. Oh my, wow. You're giving me a lot of cards that are making me laugh. So maybe that's part of this energy. Maybe it's like, it's kind of telling you, laugh about things, lighten the mood. Whenever you can take your opportunity to find something humor, something funny, just take it, right? But I do feel like with that card, you get that kind of breakthrough, and it comes through trust, simplification, trust in the divine. So it's a very nice message. Albeit a little bit comedic. I do like it. I actually like it more because it's even funnier. Double rainbow. Right? I don't know what he was on Silver Star. I don't think he was. I think that when they actually interviewed him, he was like, no, it's like, I was just so excited. I think he really was just like that. Like, I think it was, yeah, sometimes we have those moments in life where we see something and we just, you know, I'm sure that I've probably come across as being on something to people. Get really excited about something like a certain bird I've seen or just whatever. I do. I get really excited about things in nature. All right, let's see what we have got here, Gwen. We're going to dig into the tarot for you. Wow. Nice cards. Real nice cards. Darn. If you've been worried, don't. If you've been freaking out, don't. Ah. So in the center, we've got the Star card. Aquarius energy, hopes and dreams coming true. Light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I feel like if you've been worried, if you've been stressed, don't be. Like, this is a great card to start your reading out here. It is a card of release and faith. It absolutely is, because, you know, it's about kind of, you know, believing that the future is bright, believing that things are, you know, the difficult times are coming to an end. Definitely a week of positive changes. Whoa, look at this. Gwen, on top of the Star card is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is also in your future position. So this is coming into your reading twice. Huge cards of hopes, dreams, wishes being granted. Wow. Yeah, those are great. Those are beautiful. In the immediate past, we have the Eight of Wands, so lots of movement, lots of action, lots of communication. Sometimes stressful because you've got so much going on. It's a Sagittarius energy. But overall, it's a very positive card. It can definitely be, you know, communications that you've needed or wanted coming in. Wow, and the World card. This is a strong reading, Gwen. The World is Saturn energy. So it's completions, it's doors closing. It's the last card of the major arcana. So it's like things coming full circle. Really great card. Going into the future, like I said, is the Nine of Cups again. Wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. It's really going in the direction of that because it's not quite the 10 yet, right? The 10 is like the complete fulfillment. But you're on the right track. That's how I feel when I see cards like that. Dreams, you know, coming reality. You know, yet again, faith that things are going to turn out in your favor. Really strong stuff here. Very cohesive. And the Strength card. I really, wow, because it does take strength and courage and determination to get to this. This is really what it's about. This is the linchpin right here, is the Strength card, because, you know, the woman is symbol of our spirit, of our divinity, is the thing that calms down our roaring lion, which is our mind. It's our physical manifestation, representation. So what I feel like this is really saying is you've got to have strength and you've got to have courage to keep going in the directions of your dreams. Don't give up. That's really what that feels like. Do not give up, because you're on the right track. And look at this on the bottom in your subconscious heart and soul. It's like, this is what you're focused on, is that Ace of Pentacles, manifesting your dreams, going in the direction of greater prosperity. And because it's an ace, I do feel like Spirit is assisting you in that, whether you feel it all the time or not, right? Good. I mean, these are great cards. It gets so good here. And look at that. Two aces in the subconscious position. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, because, you know, part of it is manifesting, you know, fulfilling work, you know, abundance, money in the bank, all that good stuff. But then that Ace of Wands is also like, yeah, but I want passion too. I want a brand new, happy new beginning, greater optimism, greater joy, more activity, more things that just give me a good sense of, you know, self-worth, self-confidence, all that good stuff, that that fire energy. Yeah. It's nice, really nice. And on the top, crowning the spread, Gwen, is the sun. These cards do not get a whole lot nicer. I'm just telling you, these are powerful, super positive. You know, both the Leo power cards are here, the Strength and the Sun. So again, since this is the message from Spirit, I feel like yet again, it's like, keep your chin up. Oh my goodness, keep your heart and your soul in a very positive alignment, because boy, there are blessings coming, whether they're here yet or not, but I feel like you're going in the right direction. And it just really takes courage. It takes strength. It takes fortitude and determination here. You know, not for nothing. It definitely takes strength to stay in that positive, you know, energy. It does. Drives me crazy when someone's really struggling or really going through a hard time, and someone will just be like, oh, you just need to think positive. It's like, so much easier said than done. It takes strength. It takes dedication. It's not easy, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. And everybody would just be running around all happy all the time, even if they were going through hell. Oh, on top of the sun is the Four of Swords. So I feel like the other message from Spirit is definitely rest yourself, rest your mind. This is, do not stress out too much, because the more you stress it out, the more you worry over it, the harder it gets, right? That's for sure. You definitely need to rest the mind, and that's a big message universally for Virgos, because their minds always are going, right? Exactly, Gwen. Yeah, and November, you know, when I did this, I keep going back to that, their autumn equinox readings that we did, you know, at the beginning of autumn, around September 22nd, and November looked like the toughest month out of the whole autumn. So we're coming to an end. I'm like, only a few more days. Yeah, November, I think, is definitely the hardest month of our autumn season. So not sure why that was, but it really was. It was the most challenging, in my opinion. Definitely was for me. Oh my goodness. All that Scorpio intensity. Whew. And Capricorns deal with that pretty good. So do Virgos. But boy, it was rough this time around. I don't know what's up with that. Let's get a best approach on this. Again, just such great cards. But look at this. Four of Wands. So I feel like the more happy that you can be at home, the better. Like really aligning your home environment to a very positive vibration is really important, because the Four of Wands is those happy homecomings, being happy within the home, feeling stable inside the home. Yeah. Celebrate even the little good stuff that happens, just really being happy about it, really, you know, investing a lot of joy into the good things, just expressing a lot of gratitude for the good things that happen. Yeah. and the Knight of Swords. And this again gets into the element of the mind, because the Knight of Swords is definitely someone with a lot on it, their mind. So to me, it is really about directing your thoughts in a positive alignment, because your thoughts really have a lot of power in your life. They come crashing in very quickly sometimes. Like maybe one moment you're really peaceful and everything's feeling good, and then boom, 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 all these worried thoughts or anxieties go, oh my gosh, but what if this and what if that, and it kind of bombards you a little bit. So it's like, if you can just be aware of when that's happening, and instead, oh man, I watched something last night. I really enjoy Krishna Das. He's a guy that does kirtan chants, and he studied at an ashram in India for years, and he talks a lot about his own practice and own spiritual development and path and journey, and he's very cool. Um, but he was talking about that, about how, you know, when those troubling thoughts or those, he said, is he said there's this thing that, you know, he's learned about called the, you know, like the handshake approach. You know, when people, when those kind of feelings come in or those kind of thoughts come up, he said, you know, it's almost like you greet the feeling, like, oh, hi sadness, hi anxiety, there you are. You want to come in, have a cup of tea, coffee, what would you like? You know, we'll hang out and talk for a while. What's up with you? It's kind of because it doesn't create this, you know, enmity between you and the feeling you're having. And it also helps you to understand that you are not your feeling, right? That is temporary, but your spirit's eternal, right? You're not that. You're not the feeling. And it helps put some, you know, perspective on it. Yeah, he's great. He does a lot of chanting, a lot of singing, and then they do the little talks about, you know, just different people ask questions, and he's pretty cool. He doesn't come off as a know-it-all, you know. He's just kind of like, you know, here's something that kind of works for me that you might want to try. He's a Gemini, so he knows what it's like to be Mercury rolled and have too much on his mind. And he always says, he's like, yep, he's like, my problem is I'm a moper. He's like, I can mope and brood on things like nobody's business and get all worked up about it. Yeah, so everybody's got their stuff. Everybody's got their stuff. Let's get an outcome card on this. Great read, though. These are beautiful cards. Yes! Look at the Queen of Swords coming out on our outcome card. Strong Libra energy. And I think, yet again, this is a definite card of balance, standing up for yourself, having a good understanding and balance of the mind, because she is the air queen, right? And the air is our mental state, mental energies. Yeah, releasing situations or opinions or viewpoints or people that no longer are good for you. Seeing the humor in difficult situations. I like that, because to me, a lot of humor kind of came through with your reading right at the start there. And we have the moon. We have the sun and the moon in your read. Pisces energy, right? I also feel like this helps you to cut through a lot of the confusion, a lot of the misty feelings, but I also feel like it really balances, you know, the air energy, the mental energy with the emotional side of yourself, right? Because Pisces is the opposite side of Virgo. I think that's very strong. Yeah, double rainbow! I remember when that was like really circulating, and my sister was cracking up on that one. She was laughing so much. She's like, Ariel, have you seen the double rainbow guy? So we have on the bottom of the deck the Two of Swords. Again, more Libra. Some of your stress may be coming from making some decisions, right? You know, procrastinating on certain things. That's the Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles. So I do feel as well, you know, there's a lot of new energy coming through. There's a lot of newness. But I feel like you're on the right track. I really do. I don't feel like I've got to give you a ton of advice or lecture you about any of that. I don't feel that, because I feel like the biggest advice on here is to stay strong in your positivity, which is tough, right? I always say happiness is an effort, right? And it is a choice, and it's hard. It's hard to always go back and choose that even when we're struggling, even when we're hurting. It's tough, you know. I've been going through it this week with my little bunny, with little Pete. And I swear, that rabbit's not done. He's not done with me. That's why he's still here. That's why he got through his surgery. That's why he's still here. He's teaching me a lot about positivity in the face of big change. Imagine if we were a 90-year-old person and you wake up and one of your legs is gone. Imagine the sad stories you tell yourself. But that rabbit's not doing any of that. He's like, I'm hungry. Yeah, it's weird down there, but you know, snuggle me. I'm cute. And he's just as happy as he can be. And it just blows my mind. But yeah, it's been tough. Some days I've been definitely like laughing through my tears. All the good memories of him, but I don't know how long I'm gonna have him, you know, not in the physical plane. Little guy, so sweet. He's so sweet. Petey's got one of the purest little souls I've ever experienced in my life. He's just a pure ball of love and positive energy. That little bunny. He's a good guy. Good little spirit. All right, Gwen, let's get a couple of affirmations on this for you, but I am very happy with this read for you overall. This just feels really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. True love on the top. Look at that. At the core foundation of your relationships are the potential for true love. Who do you got in your life or coming into your life? That's a strong card. On the bottom, it's interesting you and Ocean Garnet actually shared some similar cards here. The Enlightenment card, you started and ended with the same cards, and the Collective Consciousness card. That's why I say, when we do these collective readings, we're definitely tapping into folks. You may be feeling overwhelmed by all of the energetic shifts. It's time to focus on peace and love for all. That's the focus. That's the focus. It's like, even though a lot of this stuff is very challenging and we're going through it, we're all going through it in different ways. Bringing that focus back is so important. Good stuff. All right, guys. That's such a nice energy. Gwen's been getting some lovey-dovey cards here and there for a while. Well, she keeps telling me she don't got anybody on the horizon, but I don't know. I don't know. Did I miss anybody on my list? I just don't want to miss anyone. And I don't know if Yui has come back yet. I don't think so. You're welcome, Gwen. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's really good stuff. She knows who she wants. Well, Virgos are picky. They tend to hold out for, they're like, I want what I want or I don't want it at all. Oh, Blenda, did you put in for a reading? Okay. Let me know, and I'll put you on the list if you did. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check my my email real quick, guys. Okay, guys, I think everything's lined up. Let me see. Intermission, yes. Oh shit, you're so funny. Let's see. Okay, Blenda, you did. You put your name on the list for a reading. Let me go ahead and write you down. And whenever you're ready, just let me know what your question is, or if you just want a general reading. Yeah, if Yuyi's not back by the time we finish up, I'll roll her over to the next live. Oh wow, that's a while, Blenda. You and the Scorpio, wow. Yeah, Gwen. Same. Like, it's like, don't bring that around me. That's how I make sure I eat well. I just don't buy stuff that I know is not good for me. If I buy it, I'll eat it. My mom is the one, she'll bring in cookies and all kinds of things. She brought in these dang pumpkin cookies. They're so good. I can't stay away from them. So, like, I limit myself. I have one pumpkin cookie a day. Sometimes she's like, eat them before I do, Ariel. I'm like, why did you do this to me? You know I'm going to. Eat them before I do. I'm like, pull my leg, twist my arm. They're pumpkin cookies and they have chocolate chips in them too. They're almost more like a cake texture cookie. They're so good. They have the cinnamon and the clove in them. You can taste it. It's like, oh. All right, Blenda. So we're going to do a love reading for you. Let's see what's coming up with this. You and the Scorpio. We know Scorpios can be a lot. Oh, I don't know, Ocean. She gets them from the Kroger bakery, and they only have them at this time of year. She got them last year, too, and they were just wicked good. Ugh. It's like, I don't even have that big of a sweet tooth. I really don't. I'm not like a sweets person at all, but those darn cookies. Taurus, Sun, Mars, and Mercury. Oh my gosh, Blenda. Yeah, I have Jupiter in Taurus. Yeah, I have Jupiter in Taurus. You've got all that Taurus. I got all that Capricorn, so we're definitely Earth sisters there, Blenda. But my Jupiter is in Taurus, and I tell you, like, I don't know if I feel that so much in food. I like good food, but I'm very picky. Like, I won't just eat anything. Like, it's like it has to be good. Like, it has to really taste good and be good. But I definitely like Taurus things. Like, my big weakness is like perfume and perfume oils. I love things that smell good. I love candles. You know, it's like certain things. Oh yeah, you and I have the same moon sign. Wow. Gotcha. A lot of earth. A lot of earth there for you, Blenda. That's why you got a Scorpio in your life. Oh, mini donut. Yeah. The struggle is real. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. But yes, I do definitely enjoy my food. Like, I love to cook, and I like to cook really good stuff, you know? I love to use good spices and herbs and flavorings in my cooking. I always use a lot of garlic and ginger and just, you know, all the good stuff. Oh, yum. Krista! Oh no, true story, guys. Mini donuts and Christmas kind of go together. And chocolate covered cherries. And my old dog Fancy, my family's old dog Fancy. Okay, I know I've told stories about this dog before. Fancy, that name for this dog was a complete paradox. This dog was the furthest thing from fancy you ever saw in your life. She looked like, she was supposed to be a Shetland sheepdog, but she looked like a darn coyote. She had these big old paws and this big smile on her face, and she howled all the time. She would just rear back and howl. She was the craziest dog, and she was way more aggressive than a typical Shetland sheepdog. She attacked our neighbor. She would nip people on the heel and all kinds of stuff. She was crazy. I have so many nutty stories about this dog. She was hilarious. Anyway, she was bad about getting into foods. She was terrible that way. Yes, the chocolate cherries in the liquid, in the cordial. Chocolate is supposed to be poisonous to dogs. I think Fancy was a robot. She could eat anything and nothing ever hurt this dog. It was like she wasn't a normal dog. One Christmas, this was 2 incidents, and it all happened around the holidays. One of them was the cherry incident. My mom had these wrapped 2 boxes, 2 big boxes of these cherries that she was planning to give as gifts. These damn things, they were wrapped with Christmas paper, cellophane plastic around the outside of the box they were in. Then, of course, there was the box itself. The cherries were in like those little, you know, plastic trays, and each one of them was wrapped in foil. So they were pretty well wrapped up. But Fancy could smell right through those darn boxes. When we were out, we came back. She literally went through the Christmas paper, the cellophane, the box, the plastic, the foil. She ate every one of those cherries like she had opened them up with hands. We were just like, we could not believe what we were seeing. It was like all of it was there. She had eaten every one of those cherries. We were freaked out. We thought she was going to die or get sick. Nope. She was just sitting there like, those were good. You got a few more? I can go for more. Yeah. That dog was nuts. She ended up, she lived a long time for a dog. She ate every single one of those darn cherries. And the donuts, the mini donuts, don't even get me started. When she was pregnant, she had puppies. She had 1 litter of puppies in her life while we had her. We ended up keeping one of the puppies. And, but Fancy, while she was pregnant, she got into this giant box of powdered sugar mini Krispy Kreme donuts. She ate them all. Ate every one of them. That dog would get into anything. And as a result, we named her first puppy Donut. Named her first puppy Donut because we're like, remember when she ate those donuts right before she went into labor? I thought it was eggplant parmesan that made you go into labor, but for her it was powdered mini donuts from the Krispy Kreme. She was eating for the litter. Donut dog, yeah. That dog, she was the character. We have so many stories about that dog, but I'm like, no, chocolate is supposed to be like toxic to dogs, but I swear, our dogs got into everything. I mean, when you're kids, You forget stuff. I mean, those dogs ate Easter candy, Halloween candy, Christmas candy, any kind of darn thing that if we forgot to put it up somewhere high, they ate so much of our stuff and nothing ever happened to these dogs. They lived to be like 14 and 15. It didn't curb their life. If anything, it probably extended it. They ate so much of our stuff. Oh, we were mad, as kids, because I mean that's like your treasure is your trick or treat basket or your Easter basket. Darn dog, eating all our stuff and never dying or never getting sick even. Like the dog wouldn't even vomit. We tried to get them to vomit, they wouldn't even throw it up. They're like, no, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. I worked hard to sneak that. You don't always forget to leave this out. Oh, good memories. Crazy times, but good memories with those two darn dogs. Yes. I swear, right? The preservatives kept those dogs alive even longer. No, they lived to be good old ages. No, they never got sick from it. I guess certain dogs really do, but ours, it's like they had iron stomachs. Just didn't even bother them. They were just like, where's some more? Like, so that's my donut dog story. Because someone talked about mini donuts, so I was like, oh, the dog ate the donuts. All right, let's send her back. Let's send her back for Blenda for her reading about her Scorpio. Oh my goodness, y'all. My Stories of Fancy, The Terror of Carolwood Lane. That dog was the stuff of crazy legends. She was nuts. There were so many times that dog should have died and never did. So many times. She got kicked in the air by a horse because she was chasing it. I mean, she just did crazy things and nothing ever killed her. Or even broke her bones or sent her to the vet. Nothing. It was like Immortal Love. Sure, what is, if you will, tell me, what's the name on your PayPal account, and I'll check it. Immortal Love Tarot. We're just recentering after telling silly dog stories. Funny, silly dog stories from my childhood. Oh. My mom, when we talk about it, we both laugh so hard. And she's like, what was I thinking having those dogs? Hey there, Marie. Oh, no problem. Yeah. We just, when I jump on live, I never know if I'm going to be here a long time or not. Yeah, a dog with 9 lives, for sure. Just like she was like a cat dog. A cat dog. Let me check my, my PayPal account, because I know someone put in another. Is it the name Amanda? Immortal Love? Because I did get one. Yeah, I gotcha. Let me put you, and you sent enough for 2 tickets if you would like 2 entries. Just let me know. We are giving away 2 items tonight. I'm doing a raffle tonight, Marie, And the tickets are $2 a piece. And the two things I'm giving away tonight are the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck. And that is a full Oracle deck. It's mostly animal spirit cards. Really cute. Really, really good deck. I got one for myself, too. I've got one for myself, and I got one to raffle off. So I'm doing that one. And I also am raffling off this fabulous little blue-footed booby enamel silvertone pin that is a handmade pin I got from Etsy. People that are fans of my Spirit Animal Sunday readings will know that we love the blue-footed booby. He's kind of our little mascot on that evening. So those are the two items I'm giving away. And it's each entry is $2. So Amanda, Immortal Love. And I'm going to give you 2 entries, Amanda, because you gave me enough for 2 unless you tell me otherwise. Yeah. I did it through a raffle because like I'm not a sponsored person yet. One day when I am sponsored, if I get sponsored, then I will be able to do things like this for free. But the raffle style is good because it'll pay for my shipping, pays for the item cost, because I just, I bought these out of my own money. So 2 for Amanda, I'm gonna put you in there. Marie, with $6, I can put you in 3 times. Cool. Gotcha. Marie's serious. She put it for 3. I was like, oh, okay. She's serious about this. I'm doing it old-fashioned style. I'm just cutting these out and putting them in, writing the names on myself, and just sticking them in a bowl. And y'all, if you like this, when I come across other things that I think y'all might like, we'll do it again. If you enjoy doing this raffle style, we'll do it again. I used to do weekly giveaways, and it really got to be like too much to keep track of. But doing them kind of like once in a while, it's this is easy for me. Nice, Marie. Yeah, these are a cool little deck. They're the same authors that make the Witch's Familiar, the Witch's Kitchen, and the regular Witch's Oracle. I love them. They're fun. They're really good little inspiration cards. I use them really frequently when I do my my seasonal readings. I always end up using those. All right, so we got a good bowl going on here. Makes me want popcorn. Like popcorn in a bowl. All right. Blenda, sorry to keep getting sidetracked. Apologize for that. The first one via PayPal. Yeah, I got you, Immortal Love. I put you in twice. Do you want me to put you in 2 more times? I love Oracle cards, Krista. I always like to use a combination of Oracle and Tarot because I feel like the Oracle cards give you so many nice key points and a good energetic focus. It kind of gives you the mood of things or something to focus on, for the whole of the feeling of the reading. I really enjoy them. Yeah. And of course I love spirit animal cards. So when I saw the Witch's Familiar cards, I was like, oh, those are so cute. Those are good. They're really fun. Yeah, so Immortal Love, just let me know if you want me to add your name a few more times. Because I already put you in twice. Yeah, Amanda, I saw you. I got you on the PayPal too. But if you want me to put your name in 2 more times, I will. Oh, Belinda, that sounds delicious. I've been baking a lot of sweet potatoes lately. I did that last night, and not just for Thanksgiving time, but I love a sweet potato any old time. They are so good for you too. A lot of carotene, a lot of vitamin A, and oh, nice. Aw, 3 6-month-old cats. Very cool, Marie. Yes, I will. I already put you in twice, Amanda, but I'll put you in 2 more times because you gave me another $5. I got you, Amanda. Got you, Amanda Immortal. So I put you in 4 times for the previous donation and your current one. So you're in there 4 times. Yeah, and thank you for all the contributions because, you know, it helps me to pay for the items that I'm raffling and to do this again in the future. So thank you so much. Oh, Chris, that's right, because Canadian Thanksgiving is different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny, but we have a restaurant here that's local called the OK Cafe, like from To Kill a Mockingbird. and and they serve a Thanksgiving style dinner all year round. You can order it off the menu. It's like got the turkey, the dressing, the gravy, the potatoes, the cranberry. It's like, it's so funny. And my dad always, he just loved Thanksgiving food. Like, he just dug it. So, like, yeah, it's got the sweet potato, all that stuff. So they have it all year. Like, you can go get a you know, a Thanksgiving, you know, plate any time of the year because they've always got it. It's really funny how that works. So, yeah. All right, guys, let's get into Blenda's reading. Can't read tarot, but told oracle card every day. Yeah, I like that, Marie. And you know, there are some people that only use oracle. Some people only use tarot. And I think whatever works for you works for you. Yeah, you should come visit, Krista. We have good restaurants here, and you have the dragon here, and I know how to cook. So yeah. Um, but yeah, no, I feel that whatever works for you in reading, do it, right? I kind of like it all. You know, I'm an astrologer and I also like tarot and I do love my oracle cards. I really enjoy them a lot. Sometimes, oh, just the artwork on these things. I mean, these cards are just so beautiful always. It's like that alone is just kind of uplifting, you know? My mom likes looking at my cards just because she loves the artwork on them, you know. We're always blown away how beautiful they are. All right, Blenda, let's focus in on you. All right, dear spirit, dear angels. Hope she's here. Hope she's listening. I think Blenda's here. We didn't scare her off. Because we were working on your reading about you and your Scorpio. All right. So let's see what we have got for the Taurus and the Scorpio. She's got a cap moon too. She's very earthy. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for Blenda in the chat. This is going to be messages around her relationship with her Scorpio. They've been together for a while. Been kind of dancing around each other for a while. And this is going to be about beginning a relationship properly. Let's see what comes through for her, please. That's a good card to start out. Wow. Okay. I told you oracle cards tell you a lot. They do. First card that came out was happiness, and I like that it's got a couple of dolphins, but oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know where Marietta is, not that far away from us. Yep. So happiness is coming out first. Happiness is coming out first there, Blenda. So I feel like this is a good union. It's got a good feeling around it. Also, the blessings card. So I do feel like there's happiness, there's blessings, and the fulfillment. So this card, you know, for a lot of people can certainly be that about darn time kind of card, right? Because you've been waiting for that tree to grow. waiting for the fruit to come into season. It's taken a minute. This has not happened overnight, right? Yeah, it's taken a little while. And you've also got the Voyage card on the bottom of the deck, so it might have involved travel or might involve travel or some kind of journey, right? This is certainly more long-term when I see the Voyage card. It's like, and it also says you've still got a ways to go. Like there's still this journey ahead of you, certainly. Nice cards. I mean, this is nice cards, though. Happiness and blessings coming out is a really good feeling. Fulfillment feels like, yes, finally, it's about time. It's coming full circle. The fruit's ready. It's ripe on the tree. So it feels good. Let's get into some tarot. Let's see what we've got in your tarot messages for this relationship ahead. Nice cards. All right, so right in the center, we do have that Temperance card, the Sagittarius energy, which is cool because we are doing this reading in Sagittarius season, right? So I feel like it's good timing. Good timing. This is a card of moderation. It is the Temperance card, so it's really taking things one step at a time. And it's a union, right? It's a successful union. Both of you in some ways will have some similarities, and I think that in other ways you may have some differences between you. But when you blend them together, they turn into something that's very successful. It's kind of like that power of diversity. It's right. It's like your differences actually make you stronger in a lot of respects. And even the difficult things you've been through, when it comes to that Temperance energy, it really says that even, when you combine impurities into metal, it actually makes it a stronger, stronger quality, right? So it's a really interesting thing, right? Yeah. Let's get a card on top of the balance. Ace of Pentacles on top of this. I feel like, it's like this is really finally manifesting. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I put your name in 4 times into the raffle. And check back on this video because I'll post who won it. I'll put the names up in the comment section so that you can, if you win it, you can give me your info to where to send it. Thanks. Have a good night. So yes, on top of that, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is something, again, just like that fulfillment card, it's like the fruit is finally coming into, actualization. There's actual manifestation. And it's really, showing up in a tangible way. So it's something you can hold and touch. Right. In the immediate past, look at this Ace of Wands. So I feel like, you're coming from a place where it's like you're ready. You're ready for a brand new life. You're ready for a fresh, brand new, passionate start. It's like, let's go, And, it's like I feel like you've really made that determination for yourself. Like you've really said, you know what? It's time to let go of the past. It's time to move forward to the future. I want a new life. I want a new start. I want to feel energized and happy again. Yeah, because you had a big burden that you had to put down. Some huge stuff. You really worked through it. Like you said, you've worked through a lot of things. And it certainly doesn't mean that there aren't still things that you'll work through in the future. But you've worked through, I think, the bulk of them. I feel like the worst is behind you because the Ten of Wands is that end of the cycle. Right? It's that getting rid of that burden that you've been carrying for a while. And that Ace is like the brand new beginning coming in. Nice. Both wands. Both wands suit. And then going into the immediate future, look at that. You're leaving behind the Ten of Wands, which is the burdens and the burdensome cycles. And going into the Ten of Cups, which is the fulfilling cycles, the happy cycles, contentment, joy, good relationships, feeling good in your home, having that emotional well-being restored. It's a very nice read. It's very clear. And it's with a water sign, you know, and that Ten of Cups is very much about water, water. And look at this. We had that Voyage card. We got the Two of Wands on top of this. A lot of Aries energy coming here. A lot of fire. A lot of new beginnings. And I feel like, you know, when you've really, like, once you're on track with this, with the Scorpio, everything gets a little better. It's like, and I think that both of you kind of go, well, where do we want to go next? You know, the Two of Wands is, you know, either one person or a couple, you know, deciding what door is opening to them and where in the world they want to go next. Y'all might move. Y'all might move somewhere completely new, or into a new home. That wouldn't be surprising at all with the Ten of Cups, the Two of Wands, and that Voyage card coming in there. You might be moving somewhere together. That might be something in the future. On the bottom, you know, what you're focused on is the Three of Pentacles. And so to me, this is working with your community, working together as a team, doing work that you really enjoy. That's another one. The Three of Pentacles is a really positive card for working well with others. And not only working towards something that's going to benefit you, but something that's going to benefit the whole and your community. It's an excellent card for manifestation work. And the Ace of Cups. So I really, you know, you got the Ace of Pentacles, and then you've got the Ace of Cups. And so I feel like, you know, within you, like, you're really working towards your happiness. Oh, look at that. See, he just bought a piece of land. We walked through and talked about where he's building. There you go. There you go. There's something worth a new home or moving somewhere. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you're really focused on building your own happiness. And it's like together as a couple, together as a group, maybe people in your community that you work with. But, you know, it's like Spirit is also just really giving you some good things here. You got 3 aces in this reading already. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I just feel like, yeah, you may be feeling like finally things are starting. Finally, after I've been wanting this and asking for this and hoping for it, it's like it's finally starting to really land, right? On the top, Knight of Swords. You're thinking a lot. There's a lot of mental energy, a lot of communication. Some of it might make you feel a little nervous because it's like, oh my gosh, you know, it's like things are starting to move very rapidly. The Knight of Swords is very quick, sometimes very unexpected. But yeah, it's like things are moving with a lot of speed. You might have to make a lot of choices soon. And so Spirit's kind of giving you the head up, you know, to say, yeah, you might have a lot to think about. Oh, that's great, Blenda. I love the tiny houses. Yes, I love it. And I think that a lot of people are doing that more and more because they're realizing I don't need like some giant mansion or mega thing. I tell you, we're living in a neighborhood right now where that's been like the thing. And we're you know, we're in an older house, so it's not one of those monster houses, but you know, a lot of people are tearing down the old houses and building those giant things, and we're just sitting here like, oh no. I hate it. I don't like it. And so we've got the Two of Cups on top of that. So it's definitely communication, rapid communication in love and in this connection. There's going to be a lot. It might be a little overwhelming at first because it's going to be like boom, 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 boom. And, you know, that's how it is with Scorpios, though. Scorpios can be a lot. And, like, when they're getting to know you, they can be really slow to warm up. But, like, once they really trust you, once they're really in, like, they will talk. Like, and you're just like, oh, my gosh, I thought you never talked. But, boy, once they know, it's like they'll just talk and talk and talk. Yes, Blenda. And see, I feel like this is that's that energy, right? Because Ace of Cups is compassion. And the Three of Pentacles is building things for the community and with the community. In the traditional tarot, the Three of Pentacles is the card where, you know, the student and the priest are coming to the architect with a blueprint to build, you know, a new temple, new spiritual center, something that's going to be a refuge for people. And so that's why I feel like, you know, that's what's in your subconscious. You're focused on that. And it's something that you do, you know, very much in a love situation. You might be doing that together. And that's really beautiful and really positive. I love it. So let's get into your suggested approach, how to work with all of this energy, which I think is very good indeed. And it's funny you say that, because I was actually, like, when you mentioned the tiny house thing, I've seen some videos about people that are helping, you know, homelessness by building these tiny houses, because, you know, that's the thing that's so insane right now is I've met people who are homeless and they're working full-time jobs, and because the rents are so ridiculous and the cost of, you know, getting into a place is so insanely high that you can't even hardly do it anymore. You can't do it anymore. And so that is a real crisis. It's a real crisis. Nobody who's working a full-time job should be homeless. It's just ridiculous, but that's what we've got. And so, yeah, affordable housing, like housing that you can actually afford, is a major thing. And I'm so glad that, you know, that's something that you may be getting into, because it's really great. It's a really, really, really good idea. So the approach was the Page of Wands, and we got a lot of wands. We had the Ace of Wands in your past. We got the Page of Wands in the approach. So, right, yes, I hear that. Yeah, Marie, absolutely. So Page of Wands, Blenda, is your suggested approach. And again, this is exciting, new opportunities, brand new life, fresh new start. Right, exactly. Blenda, I hear you. Yeah. And the Three of Cups. So I feel like, gosh, this is just such a happy feeling, right? I would say that stay in that higher vibration. Absolutely. Attune yourself to a feeling of celebration, happiness, things that will make you feel joyful again, youthful again. You know, it's like this taps into that childlike energy. Page of Wands is very strong child energy. And Three of Cups, again, is a strong card of celebration and mutual support from the community or from your friends. So it's really great vibe here. Let me get into a potential outcome on this, but it's all looking good. And we have the High Priestess coming out. So really nice. Really nice. This is, to me, this is the moon. It's your intuition, your subconscious. Just take it one day at a time, right? It's not time to rush, right? And I think that's going to be a little bit challenging at the moment because I feel like things are moving kind of fast. But I think that it's important to kind of pace yourself here. You know, that's why I think maybe that Temperance card at the center too, because that's a card of moderation, right? Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Don't push too fast. It's possible to want to push fast because I think you're going to be enthused and excited and the energy is going to be riding really high. But the more you can balance things and moderate it, the better it's going to turn out. And look at that. Yes! Four of Wands. There it is. Soulmates, twin flames, happiness within the home environment and building a positive home. Can't get a whole lot better. And on the bottom, you know, we had the High Priestess, and here's the High Priest, the Wise Counselor, the Hierophant. There's the Taurus. There's your Taurus energy right there. Very, very strong for you. And Six of Wands on the bottom. So this is victory. This is recognized success and achievements. This is such a good reading. The cards are really, really accurate, I feel, for this. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Yes, look at that. First card on the top is Rise Above. You will gain clarity on your current situation when you see it from a higher perspective. So anything that you have questions about, any things that come up during this, it's look at it from a higher perspective, right? And then on the bottom, we have divine timing. So what you are working on now is divinely guided. That's why I said, you know, there's that message of sort of take it one day at a time. Don't rush too fast because the action is happening. It's going to happen. But just let certain elements of it unfold in their divine timing. This is a great read. It is really nice. Oh, good. Yeah, no. A lot of goodies there. A lot of positive. A lot of positive in there. So nice. Yep. Well, it was a powerful Taurus moon, and that lunar eclipse is for real. I mean, that's the longest lunar eclipse that we've clocked in 1,000 years. So I really feel that Taurus moon, I'm telling you, I felt it. Oh, it's so powerful. And I just think that's gonna roll over with us for a while. And I feel like we're gonna see the complete culmination of it when we get to Taurus season, like next May when we have the full moon in Scorpio. Because that's, you know, it's that Scorpio Taurus balance. Yeah, it was a beautiful full moon. I loved seeing it, and I was lucky because a lot of people weren't able to see it or were dealing with cloudy weather. So I was so glad that I was able to see it, that it was almost a full eclipse. I thought it was a full eclipse. I mistakenly called it one on my live stream. I said it was a full one, but it was almost full. They called it a partial, but that moon was pretty covered. It is, and I love it when the moon is in Taurus. You probably do too, because, you know, you being a Taurus and then having a Capricorn moon, if you're an earth sign, it's like, ooh, it's my jam. But Taurus moon is just great for anyone because it's so good for intention, manifest work, putting those seeds in the ground. So let's go ahead and pull our name. I think everybody that's wanted to enter tonight has gone ahead and entered. So let's let's shuffle these up and go ahead and pull somebody out of here. Well, two people. We'll start with the card deck first. I'm going to check this video back, Daisy, because if you're not here, I'm going to post the winners' names up in the comments. So those will be posted in the comments. I'll pin it, you know, on the video, and that way you can just email me to let me know where to mail it. Whether it's a P.O. box, you know, whatever address, or work address, that's fine too. Yes, definitely. The Taurus full moon would absolutely be the strongest challenge for Leo and Scorpio. Or not Scorpio, but, well, it's a counterbalance to Scorpio, but Aquarius. Aquarius and Leo definitely would have felt the most, like, punch. Yeah. All right, so let's start, guys. I'm excited. We had a really good response tonight. If you are just joining the chat, or if you have only just joined it, we are doing a $2 a ticket raffle on the Witch's Familiar Oracle deck and the Blue-Footed Booby Enamel pin. Yes. So let's start out. We're going to pull for the Witch's Familiar deck. And I'm just going to take my bowl. And I'm trying to make sure I don't drop any of these. I need a bigger bowl. All right, Spirit, who needs this Witch's Familiar Animal Oracle deck the most in our wonderful group here tonight? Let's see who we have got. All right. And it is Nancy Riker. Aww. Nancy got our Oracle deck here tonight. So Nancy, you just let me know where to send this little baby. And we will have these little kitty cat cards coming on the way to you. Congratulations, sweetheart. You're so welcome. Yay. Very exciting. All right. Very awesome. All right. So next is going to be for the pin. I'm going to put him up here. And let's see who we have got. Who's going to be wearing this on their shirt or their coat or whatever. And Daisy Garcia, our new little friend here in the chat, she is going to be going home with the blue-footed booby. Aww. And Daisy, he's very special. You're new to our group, but on our Spirit Animal Sundays, this is our little spirit animal mascot that everybody loves. So I will be looking for more of these kind of little guys in the future because I definitely know that this is something people will enjoy. But yes, thank you so much for your donation. And just look in the description box below the video. I have my email address. It did choose you. It did. You know, these are just meant to be. These are just meant to be. So, yes. So, absolutely excited. I will get these out to you guys. Yeah, just email me your best address to send those to. I'm actually going to be wrapping some eBay packages tonight, so I'll be able to get those wrapped up and put in the mail like pretty soon. So, yeah. You're going to have the spirit of Blueby hanging out. Oh, good, Nancy. You don't have any Oracle cards? Well, now you do. Now you do. I have them as well. I'm actually going to be sending you the one that is sealed up and hasn't been messed with by me. I'm going to send you the fresh new one because I got myself one of these card decks too. And I just thought this would be a really fun card deck to raffle off. Because we do a lot of spirit animal stuff. It's a little bit Halloween-y, you know, it's got a little bit of that autumn vibe to it, so I like that too about it. But very cool. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to take off. We had a good long evening tonight. We had a good darn time tonight. I will, Marie. And you should too. Absolutely. Yeah, bless them first. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Daisy. You take care, sweetheart. Have a wonderful evening. That was very cool. We had... just look below in the description box under the video. My email address will be there. So just let me know the best address or P.O. box or work, you know, address, whatever you're comfortable with me sending to, and I'll mail it out to you. Yeah, tonight we just did we did one like collective reading early in the evening, and then I just did, you know, a bunch of personal reads, and we just had a good time talking about stuff, talking about dogs. Oh, how's Petey? Let me tell you, he is a tough little bunny. He is one tough little rabbit. I could go grab him. I could go grab him and bring him in here real quick, because he's a sweetheart. He never minds me picking him up. Let me go see how he's doing in here. Baby. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a little wriggly as always. He's a wiggly bun. He's a wiggly boy. But he always loves to be held. Oh, baby. Pete. He's a love. And of course now he's just got 1 foot in the back and 2 feet in the front. But this little fella, I tell you what, he's almost 15 years old. And yes, you are very sweet. I love you, buddy. I love you. He's just frisky as always. He's always had such strong energy. He's an Aries. Yeah, you are. He's like, put me down. Let me romp. Petey. I can put you down in a second, buddy. They want to see how you're doing. Yeah. They want to see how you're doing, buddy. Oh. Yeah, but he's been getting all the goods. All the treats. All the good stuff that he can eat. But he had a major surgery. I got him covered up where the incision was. It's not bad looking, but they shaved all his fur, you know, in that spot. And oh, it was very rough. He broke his foot badly, and I felt so terrible. I mean, he was just out playing. There was nothing, you know, unusual that he did. And, you know, the vet said, she said it's not unusual at all. She said when they get really old, their bones back there can be really brittle and fragile. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna put you down. He is wiggly. He's really wiggly right now. Here, buddy. I'm sorry. Harass you. I know. He says, Mama, Mama. Yeah. Yeah, he wriggles a lot. He's always been a wiggly bunny. So, you know, but that was what happened. His foot broke bad. I've never had any of my rabbits have an injury like that. And I'm actually really thinking about making some videos on my other channel, which I don't have very many followers on, but I just really want to put out some information about what to do if your rabbit breaks their foot. Like that. It was shocking. It was horrible. Like I just turned around and they were just hanging out, hopping around, and I looked down and he's hopping up to me with his back foot like across, just broke right in the middle, like down the bones, and it was broken open. He was bleeding. It was a compound fracture. It came through the skin. And it's like, I was stunned, and it was just like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And so I was almost in a little bit of shock seeing that. And so I wrapped up his foot as well as I could and called the vet first thing in the morning. And I had, thankfully I had some Medicam, which is a painkiller that's for bunnies. I always try to keep that on hand in case they need it for anything. And so I had given him that, so he didn't seem to be in too much pain. But when she looked at him, she said, you know, we can't really splint the foot because the bones are practically dead in there because he's so old. And she even said it looks like he might have had a small fracture in the foot before at some point. And because rabbits hide their injuries really well, you just didn't know about it. She said, so it was just like really fragile. And so she said, the only real options that we have is a 3D printed foot. See that it does, it's like, and so that's what they took. The leg, they took his whole leg. They didn't just take the back foot. They took up to the haunch, you know, because she said that the reason that they can't just do the foot and have it partial is because they would put a lot of pressure on that remaining piece of bone, and those bones can be really sharp. It can break through the skin. She said, I've just seen it not turn out very well. So it was rough. I mean, it was just really, it was so tough. I had to think about it, you know, for a night, because it was like you're either going to euthanize him or you're going to take his leg. And neither one seems like great, you know. And if he hadn't been so old, I wouldn't even have thought twice about the surgery, because rabbits can, just like dogs, just like any creature, can recover without a leg, right? They can do fine without a leg. But he's almost 15 years old. And so, I mean, that's, you know, like the vet was like, we never see a rabbit this old. Like, that just doesn't happen. People don't end up having rabbits this long. I said, well, the last rabbit I had that passed away was 13 years old. You know, obviously I got the bunny touch. I know how to make them live a long time. I take good care of them. And, you know, they can live a very long time when you take good care of them. And Petey's always just been very strong. He's never even had to have surgery except for his neuter when I first got him. And so, it just didn't feel right. I guess that's what it was. It just didn't feel right to euthanize him. And it's not like I'm totally dead set against doing that, but the reason it didn't feel right is because he's still very vital. You saw him when he's just wriggling, and he's very aware. He's very there. He loves to eat. He loves to be snuggled. He's not super, super active, and he wasn't even before this happened because his eyes, he's got cataracts because he's old, and he can barely see. So the poor little guy, I mean, he just, you know, it wasn't like he was running all over the place like crazy in the first place, which is still, like, it is surprising that he managed to break his foot. I have no idea how he did it. For cats, I'm not sure, but rabbits, I mean, you can pretty much get them spayed or neutered as soon as they're ready. Like, you know, after 2 or 3 months, you know, you can get them done, and it's a good idea. So anyway, that was the decision I had to make, so it didn't feel right to euthanize him. So I went ahead and did the surgery. And my feeling was if he came through the surgery, then great. If he didn't come through it, then I would have my answer, that he just wasn't strong enough to make it through the surgery. But he did. He came through the surgery. He woke up. She said the vet was like, he woke up. He started eating. He's acting like a 1-year-old rabbit. She's like, I can't get over this guy. The only real problem is that, yet again, his mobility is not great. He's having a hard time sitting up straight. You know, he really can't hop around. You know, he can scoot around, and I've got his hutch is very comfy. I got him some nice shower mats that have a non-skid surface on the bottom, so it gives him more traction. He's not slipping around, thankfully, and, you know, he's just been getting really good care. Hey there, Tasha, good to see you. So that's kind of where Petey's at, and it's one day at a time right now. I don't know how long he's going to live, and I don't know if there's going to be a point at which we say his quality of life is not strong enough to keep him alive. Of course, I wish that he would just go naturally. I wish that I didn't have to intervene in that way. Hate making that choice. My other older rabbit that passed away, she was 13, and she just went. Like, one day, I knew she was kind of getting old, winding down. She had arthritis. I knew that she was, of course, getting a lot older. But she went quick. Like, I swear, she probably had just like a little, like almost like a quick seizure, and she just was gone. And it was so sad. She was, just that bunny. But, you know, it was easy because I didn't have to make that kind of choice to euthanize or anything like that. She wasn't injured. She wasn't ill. She was just old, and she went when it was her time. And so I'm hoping the same for Petey. I'm just watching him each day, seeing how his energy is, seeing how his mood is, you know, and just kind of letting him make that decision. And he'll tell me, like, I know he'll tell me if he needs to go, or if he just is worn out, or, you know, really can't do it anymore. He has lived a very full life. If you get a rabbit that's 15 years, they've lived a full life. You know, they've lived longer than most rabbits ever get to. But I think he still enjoys his little life. He does. He really enjoys his life. He loves being loved. He's so sweet and affectionate. He's such a pure little soul. And he loves his food. He eats everything I give him. And he's getting all kinds of good stuff. Greens and carrots and parsley, apple slices. Everything he wants that he can have, he's getting it. So he's doing good. He's doing as good as he could for going through so much. And, you know, he's just getting good care. And thanks for everybody for caring about him, because he's my little sweetie. He's my baby. So All right, guys. Thank you, Marie. I do too. That's my Black Friday. So it's my excuse to put on my lipstick and wear my black outfits. Yes, which I like to do anyway. I like it. We had a whole talk about that earlier. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much yet again. Congrats to Daisy and Nancy, our contest raffle winners. And look forward to doing this again sometime. This was fun to just hang out with y'all tonight. Yeah. So I'll be in touch. I'm gonna be posting December forecast readings for each of the signs. I'm gonna be posting an astrology forecast for the month of December. That will be for everyone. That'll give you all the biggest, things that are going to be going on for the month of December. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Mwah! Big kisses, big love. Hope you have a great evening, y'all. Take care.